Mr. Judge, what's up? L'Oreal. Yeah, man. I'm sorry I couldn't go live earlier. I had to go pick my kids up from school, so by the time I would have went live earlier, I would have had to cut it short. So I just didn't do it. Well, I need me to pick the kids up from school, so the early morning live couldn't. By the time I would start that day, I got to pick them up at 2:30. So if I would start the live around like 11:30, I would have had to cut it short. So there was no point in doing it. Oh, you getting a new part-time job? That's what's up. Your name is Larry. I've been saying L'Oreal the whole time, and now you now you tell me I've been saying it wrong. Oh man, you should have been told me that. Yeah, congrats on the new job, man. I'm about to start mine on Monday. Max, what's up? Niqua, what's up? You getting out? You ain't gonna be squeaking all in my ear all day. I did, but everyone got it wrong. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I apologize. Who else is in the chat? Negato Pain. I think that's how you say it. Peace and welcome, Miss Independent. Peace and welcome. Wait, this thing on portrait mode too? Oh wow, didn't know that. Y'all come on in, hit that like button. Didi, what's up? I'm doing all right today. Uh, Also, I just confirmed that dispute ability to use deep dives on Gemini English book. So that's okay. All right, so I guess we can finish that Umar interview, which was the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, or we can finish the Marianne and when she was going at that content creator. Oh, Schmitty's live. I think I want to finish that Umar interview, but that shit was. What was the channel called? Chopped by T. Nigga shirt was so tight it looked like a turtle, bro. I still can't get over that. How the fuck your shirt so goddamn tight? Oh, y'all want to watch Mal? Y'all want to watch what Marianne had to say? No Mal. Okay, we got one and one. Chris, what's up? How about we do half and half? That way, everybody gets what they want. Hey, man, I'm doing my best to keep a smile on my face, Didi. Sometimes I do go live because I like taking my mind off of things, but I've been doing my best to keep a smile on my face, and that's all I can do for right now. But I'm doing all right. I'm trying to. I decided that she is the trash queen. You know who's been very, very quiet lately, though? Lene. Has anybody seen her? A matter of fact, let me check. I think Lene just said, you know what? I don't even, you know what? I don't even want to do it. Yeah, she ain't been live for 2 weeks. Thank God. Keep your ass off the internet. You told your story. You made your point. Now keep your ass off the internet. Please. Do us all that favor. Do us all a huge favor and keep your black ass off the internet. I think that would be best for everybody. You know, I think that'd be the best thing for her. You know, I hope she finds some type of peace, some type of peace, because she wasn't getting it on the internet. And you know what they say? God don't like ugly. God do not like ugly. Yes, because she's hiding right now. She posted on her channel, but it's only her post. Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing for her would be to go sat your ass down somewhere. You did too much. You should have just came, told your story, and bounced. Just like uh, the conscious stripper lady. I keep it Kim. I think that's her name. I think that's what she should have did. She should have just, told her story and got up out of there. It would never went as far as it did, but you try to interject yourself in every goddamn thing that had nothing to do with you, and it backfired. Oh, okay. So she being sneaky about it. Well, she did say she was gonna go to Twitch. She said she was going to Twitch. So she said she was trying to build a fan base over on Twitch and then come back. So that rubbed me the wrong way. So what you trying to say, lady? You trying to build a fan base off this nigga mother? Or where they do that at? Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button. Where they do that at? But let's get into this video.
Or even Africans from straight from the motherland, and I would see these people disassociate themselves from us. They would say things like, "Oh, I'm not black. I'm Haitian. I'm not black. I'm this," and I was taken aback by that because a person listening to people like you my whole life. My first time reading the autobiography of Malcolm X was when I was like 11 years old. Somebody who followed these type.
I forgot he said that stupid shit. You got gold teeth in your mouth. You were not reading the autobiography of Malcolm X at 11 years old. Sit your dumb ass down, bro. You might have read it. As a matter of fact, I can't even say that. You might have read it, but there's no way you comprehended that shit at 11. And you're not like a fucking physicist or psychologist or some type of high IQ level job. Like, you mean to tell me you was reading the autobiography of Malcolm X at 11 and you became a podcaster and a barber? That's what I was trying to articulate yesterday. I'm not saying it's not possible, but usually people who are capable of doing that shit don't become barbers and podcasters. That's all I'm saying. I ain't never seen a motherfucker that was reading and comprehending the autobiography of Malcolm X at age 11 and wind up being a barber and a podcaster. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You should be a nuclear physicist or some shit like that. How? How, Sway? Bougie. Yeah, we live. We live right now. She said, "Is this live?" Yeah, we live. Um, I think it's in the portrait mode, and because I got two screens on my joint right now, and one looks like the little portrait mode where you scrolling through your shorts and you find a live. I think one is like that, and the other one is a regular live. I don't know how the fuck this happened. I turned on my screen and I got two of them here, so I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. But I just want y'all to, yeah, she might be on portrait mode. Go to my channel and go to the other one. You on portrait mode, Bougie. But yeah, have you ever heard of a nigga at 11 or anybody, black, white, Asian, I don't give a fuck what color you is, reading the autobiography of Malcolm X at 11, then wind up being a goddamn podcaster and a barber? Nigga, you failed at life. Bougie, good to see you too. Nigga, you you failed at life, my nigga. You missed the whole mission. You failed the whole mission, bro. If you were smart enough at 11 to read and comprehend the autobiography of Malcolm X, nigga, you totally missed the mark. Your ass should be in a laboratory somewhere studying DNA or uh, doing open heart surgeries or some shit like that. You should be a nuclear physicist. Your IQ has to be at 11. That's not an easy book to comprehend, let alone read at 11. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You ain't read that shit. Somebody read it to you. That could be a case. But there's no way, bro. Nigga, you a barber.
Type of people, and these are my heroes. I thought we were all together, but I seen this separation.
There's separation. There's go ahead.
And it kind of gave me a little disdain towards our sisters over there in Africa.
Yes.
I'm not saying
why is that?
I'm not saying it's not possible. He could have. I'm just saying if you had that type of comprehension at 11 and you became a barber and a podcaster, you totally failed the mission. That's all I'm saying. He failed. And then he got 4 gold teeth in his mouth. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. This nigga got 4 gold caps in his mouth. And a tight ass sweater that looked like a turtleneck, but it's not a turtleneck. It's just tight around his neck.
Why is the
Okay.
separation?
First of all, you have to recognize the influence and the impact of the unseen hand.
Right.
You and I cannot call ourselves progressive. Forget even Pan-Africanism. Put that to the side. And I never put it to the side, but put it to the side. We cannot call ourselves progressive if we can't step back and recognize that all of us are being used against each other.
Right.
Wait a minute.
With
He said put Pan-Africanism to the side. And he never does that. You ain't put Pan-African, you never put it to the side. So when you had old boy up in room 130 spending the night on the couch, you ain't put Pan-Africanism to the side. When Lene was allegedly playing with tickling your booty hole, you ain't put Pan-Africanism to the side then? No, you never do it. Okay. Okay. When Lene was claiming she was tickling your booty hole, There was no Pan-Africanism in that. Diabolical. Diabolical. Uh, I think he said so he has some type of degree or MBA. I think that's what he said.
Is that why is the
Okay,
separation?
first of all,
Because we were all first time reading the autobiography of Malcolm X was when I was like 11 years old. Somebody who followed these type of people and these are my heroes. I thought we were all together, but I seen this separation.
this separation.
Who this nigga think he is? Tupac Shakur? She said, please don't cite trash queens lines. I'm just making a joke. But who this nigga think he is? Tupac Shakur? Huh? With your daddy was a Black Panther, and that's why they were all your heroes at that age? I don't know nobody who heroes was them niggas, unless you was in the fucking living during that time. Now I can see if you was living during the time of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, yes, that definitely qualified. But unless your parents were Black Panthers, how Sway? And I'm not saying that it's not possible because Tupac Shakur grew up with Malcolm X and all them being his heroes, but his mom was a goddamn Black Panther. Of course, that's going to be you just a regular ass nigga, and you saying that was your heroes, and the profession you took was a barber. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Stop the cat, bro. He been glazing the whole interview. You need to stop the cat.
Go ahead.
And it kind of gave me a little disdain towards our sisters over there in Africa.
Yes.
Why is that? Why is the
Okay.
separation?
First of all, you have to.
No, I'm not saying it's not possible. Shit. He could own more than one barbershop. He could. You know what? You're right. Now that you put it in that sense, that does sound like okay. Then that's different. If he does own like more than one barbershop, he has a few businesses and stuff like that. Then yeah, I'm just saying. Uh, I don't think you catching what I'm saying. The nigga said he read the autobiography of Malcolm X at 11, and you a barber and a podcaster. And that just wouldn't be something I would expect somebody that had that level of comprehension at that age to be. But hey, everybody got their own path.
Recognize the influence and the impact of the unseen hand.
Right.
You and I cannot call ourselves progressive. Forget even Pan-Africanism. Put that to the side. And I never put it to the side, but put it to the side. We cannot call ourselves progressive if we can't step back and recognize that all of us are being used against each other.
Right.
With conditioning that came from the slave master. Whether you was enslaved on African soil called...
Like I said yesterday, I think most Black people recognize the conditioning that they've been put through. I just don't think they care. They just don't care. There's a lot of Black people out there that understand what the fuck we've been through, how we've been conditioned to be. I just don't think they care, and that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. But you can't keep trying to use this. Oh, the white man is keeping us down. Shit, you're putting us in a victim box. You're just throwing us in this victim box. And the way you put, oh, we this, we that, and the white man this and the white man that. But who's supposed to save us? You? You feel me? This is how he puts it. He makes it seem like, oh, the white man. Okay, Tripsy says she'll be here in like 30 minutes. The white man is keeping us down, but I can save us. Just hit the PayPal. That's the way I take it. I know you're not sticking up for him. I'm watching him agree with Umar. Hour plus. This dude is a fool. I know you wasn't. I just, you know, but that's the way he makes it seem like, oh, the white man is doing this, and that the white man is doing that, but I could save you if you hit the PayPal. Sat your ass down somewhere.
Colonialism, or whether you was enslaved in a foreign land called slavery. We are all victims of white supremacy. There is no African on the planet Earth. I don't care if you call yourself Nation of Islam. I don't care if you call yourself a Hebrew Israelite. I don't care if you call yourself a Moor, a Nawapian, a God in Earth, a Baptist, a Methodist, an Episcopalian, a Sunni Muslim, an Orthodox Muslim, a Hanifi Muslim, an Ahmadiyya Muslim. I don't care what you call yourself. If you are of African descent, you are a victim of white supremacy.
Right.
Okay? Up until the 20th century, Britain controlled nearly 25% of all the land in the world and about 40% of all the people in the world. You understand me?
Right.
They were the largest empire of them all. All of us were victims of white supremacy. So when a Nigerian comes to Tennessee acting like he's better than a black freedman.
No, we are not victims of white supremacy. Our ancestors were victims of white supremacy. You're just using it as a tool for people to hit your PayPal. Point blank, period. Like we're not victims anymore, bro. You're just using it as a way for black people to give you money. And pretty soon the white man gonna get offended about that. Hey, look, this nigga using us to rape his own people, to financially grape his own people.
When a Jamaican comes to Wilmington, Delaware and wants to mistreat me and try to delay my and build an inspection because he don't like me opening up a school in the name of Marcus Garvey.
See? Now, what's her name? Malware said that the inspector was Don Denise. And that's the dude she interviewed, she claims. Umar says the man is Jamaican. So who the fuck was Marianne talking to? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let me find out Marianne got scammed. Let me find out this nigga scammed the shit out of Marianne. That'll be some funny shit. Because she swore up and down that she was interviewing this man. And another thing, you hear what he just said though? Listen to why he said that this man don't want him is delaying his shit. Listen to why he said that.
25% of all the land in the world and about 40% of all the people in the world. You understand me?
Right.
They were the largest empire of them all. All of us were victims of white supremacy. So when a Nigerian comes to Tennessee acting like he's better than a black freedman, when a Jamaican comes to Wilmington, Delaware and wants to mistreat me and try to delay my and build an inspection because he don't like me opening up a school in the name of Marcus Garvey, right?
Right.
That's your excuse, nigga? Really, nigga? Are you fucking serious? You can't be serious. And his followers fall for that shit. Are you fucking serious, dog? This nigga just told the world that the dude don't want him. He's delaying his inspection because he's opening it up in the name of Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey. Nigga, what? This dude got crazy. He got problems, dog. This nigga is just. And if you believe that stupid shit, you gotta be the dumbest. Like, I'm done trying to like make excuses. If you believe this nigga and you still follow him, you are remedial. You need a CAT scan. Something ain't right in your brain. This nigga just told us that the Jamaican dude don't want to give him the building inspection because of the name of the school. Why would he give a fuck about what this nigga supposed to risk his career because he don't like the name of the school? Is that what you trying to tell us? You got to be fucking kidding me, bro. Right. Look, man. He's not portraying himself as he's against them. He's portraying it as they're against him. But what the fuck? Black women lost their jobs due to DEI. So let's not ignore white supremacy. Oh, I ain't saying that we're not victims of the shit no more, though, bro. Sis, like, you can't just keep blaming everything on the white man. We understand what we're going through. We're not making the change ourselves as a whole, and it's evident we're not. We're not making that change. Yes, there is some racism out there, but you can't keep saying it's that's the main problem, because it's not our main problem. We're our own main problem. We need to fix what we got going on before we start worrying about what other people is doing. But this is fucking diabolical. This is diabolical. This nigga said the Jamaican comes to Wilmington, Delaware, and he tries to delay my motherfucking school, my inspection, because he don't like me opening up the school in the name of Marcus Garvey. What the fuck did that got to do with it? Does he not like you, or he just don't like the name of the school? Because you gave us two different excuses. The first time you brought it up, you said he don't like you. Now you're saying he don't like the name of the school. You're trying to rage bait people, race bait people, because it's always some old bullshit.
He's better than a black freedman. Understand me?
Right.
They were the largest empire of them all. All of us were victims of white supremacy. So when a Nigerian comes to Tennessee acting like he's better than a black freedman, when a Jamaican comes to Wilmington, Delaware,
You know what it is? I'm not saying white supremacy doesn't exist no more. That's taking it too far. What I'm trying to say is he's using the excuse of white supremacy for his failures, for him spending that money, for him not doing nothing to the building. That's what I mean to say. He's using the excuse of white supremacy for every time he fails. He's using it as a cover story for his failures.
and wants to mistreat me and try to delay my and build an inspection because he don't like me opening up a school in the name of Marcus Garvey, right?
Right.
I got to look beyond that. I don't react because first of all, I have.
And wait, is he delaying it or is he trying to delay it? The fuck does that? You just gave us 7 different excuses. Is he delaying it or is he trying to delay it?
Great relationships with all my Caribbean African brothers and sisters, right? I love Jamaica. Jamaica love me. This don't change my opinion to Jamaica. It don't change my relationship with Jamaica. This is one self-hating Negro who's trying to stop me from opening up a school for black boys. That's it. We cannot generalize to an entire nation, an entire ethnic group, an entire continent, an entire race based on our experience with a few. Absolutely. I have been victim to discriminatory.
So because this man don't want to step foot in the building because you didn't complete the violation renovations. And all of a sudden, he's mistreating you. Nigga, you sound like a child. Like this is it's like listening to a fucking child sometimes when you listen to Umar. You ain't been a victim of nothing. You're projecting this struggle to open the school when you know you spent the fucking money, nigga. You have not answered the question not one time. Where the fuck is the money? Where's the school? You don't answer none of that. All you do is point the finger at somebody else and say, "Oh, they trying to stop me, and they don't want it." If they wanted to stop you, they would have never allowed you to get the fucking donations in the first place. Period. Miss Independent, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Wilmington, Delaware already debunked Umar's claims. Yes, he did. They did. They did. They tried to reach out. They did everything that they were supposed to do. He just didn't. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. But this it's like listening to a fucking child. When you see those of you who got kids, when your kids fuck up, especially if they got siblings, what's the first thing they do when they get in trouble? Point the finger at everybody else. These siblings don't even got to be in the room. Well, this person did that. Well, he did this. This is what it sounds like listening to this nigga. It sounds like I'm listening to a fucking child make excuses for their fuck ups. It's diabolical. So all of us black people who don't support him, don't support this bum school or self-hating Negroes. Yeah, in his eyes, that's his shield. That's how he shields himself. If you don't agree with him or you ask him any questions that he don't want to answer, you're a self-hating Negro. No, I'm actually more a pro-black person than he will ever be because you don't see me calling black people racist names, Negropeans, coons, struggle streamers. What's the other one he called people? These are all derogatory names that white people call black people, and you're using them all when another black man doesn't agree with you. This is his problem. It's too many women supporting him, and he loves to hide behind them. And he's starting to pick up their traits. You sound like a woman, nigga. Miss Independent, thank you again for the $1.99 super chat. The guy, male interview, is the one who responded. Responded to the email. Are you talking about the email? I only been live 30 minutes, pro winners. You cool. You on time.
Tory remarks in Africa. As popular as I am, I'm the most popular Pan-Africanist in the world.
Absolutely.
Maybe second to Ibrahim Traore. I've still...
You said I'm the most popular Pan-Africanist in the world. That's not an easy, that's not a hard thing to be. Because ain't nobody fucking Pan-African. It's very easy to be the most popular Pan-Africanist in the world where don't nobody practice that shit but you. The fuck is he talking about? Majority of America is Christian, Catholic, and Muslim. You're the only Pan-Africanist out this motherfucker. Of course you're going to be the most popular. Diabolical. Oh, so that dude is the dude who responded to the emails. He wasn't the actual building inspector. Mel Ware is portraying him as him being the actual building inspector. Why? I don't know. Hey, don't send him over to us. Y'all take this L rim. Nah, nah, we ain't taking this L. Not this time. No, that's y'all homeboy. That's y'all homeboy. Right. How the fuck? He said, I am the most popular Pan Africanist in the world. That's a very easy thing to be when nobody else is Pan African.
Felt the discrimination at times. I've had people say insulting things, discriminatory remarks in Africa. As popular as I am, I'm the most popular Pan Africanist in the world.
Absolutely.
Maybe second to Ibrahim Traore. I've still felt the discrimination at times. I've had people say insulting things about American Africans on African soil, on Caribbean soil. But because I understand you are a victim of your conditioning, I'm not going to treat you how you treat me.
I get it.
I'm on a mission.
You are full of shit. You are full of shit. I'm not going to treat you the way you treat me. Nigga can't even ask you about the goddamn school without you calling him a coon or a hater or a Negro peeing or a struggle streamer. That's a bold-faced fucking lie right there. So you don't get mad at the foreigners for getting for stating their opinions, but you get mad at the motherfuckers over here in America that been donating to the school if they ask where the money going. And what type of shit is that? This is stupid.
To liberate African people. I cannot do that being so thin-skinned that if I get disrespected by an African from another place, I'm automatically going to reject every African from every other place.
Yeah.
And the hypocrisy of it, white people have had their foot on our necks for 4 centuries. We haven't rejected them yet. We still marry their daughters. We still go to their restaurants. We still move in their neighborhoods. We still send our kids to their universities. We still buy all the garbage that they want to sell us. So help me understand. You got disrespected by a dozen black immigrants.
Because we don't want to be segregated, that makes us wrong? The fuck are you talking about? Niggas don't even want to live around niggas. Fuck are you talking about? We still eat at their restaurants. It ain't because they got the majority of the fucking rest. What are you talking about? This is stupid as shit.
Africans from abroad. And because a dozen black immigrants rubbed you the wrong way, you're going to turn your back on an entire race of 2 billion people because of 12.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, white people still give you their backside to kiss. You haven't shut them down yet.
Come on now.
You see that?
Absolutely.
We have to see the bigger goal. We have to be visionary.
We haven't shut them down. So the lawn chair, that steel chair, that bull bust that white dude upside the head, that we don't do nothing about it no more. We just let white people do whatever they want to us, right? We don't say nothing. What the fuck are you talking about, dog? He pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie. He's really pissing me off. Maybe today ain't my day to be listening to him, but he's really pissing me off. Everything that's coming out of his mouth is just dumb right now. You are 60 years too late for this shit. We are not in the civil rights movement anymore. And what the fuck is the school going to do to stop all this? Don't worry, I'll wait. Since you so radicalized on the white man, what the fuck is the school going to do to stop white supremacy? Since that's your main focus. You ain't teaching nothing that I can't teach my own child. So what the fuck is your school going to do to stop white supremacy? Absolutely nothing. You're just going to line your pockets. It ain't gonna do nothing. It ain't gonna do nothing for white supremacy. You ain't that late, big sis. Peace and welcome. Jay Williams, that's what she said. DJ, Edward, peace and welcome.
I understand as an American African. I understand as an American African. Black freedman is my status under American law, but I am an African and I am an American African. And I understand that the only way we win is if we win together. It's the only way we win. So I don't care how many black immigrant building inspectors want to sabotage me opening my school. All right. I'm never changing my.
You see how he turned it into a whole struggle? He tried to group everybody into his little bullshit. Oh, we all victims of white supremacy, so I understand why, blah, blah, blah. So when this dude tried to sabotage, nah, nigga, you miss me with that. You can miss me with that bullshit. Jaded, what's up? Crystal, hey. Natural Beauty, peace and welcome. You can miss me with that, my man. You can miss me with that. Don't see. This is how he gets people to believe his bullshit. He'll go into his whole white supremacy speech, and then that gives him an excuse to be like, oh well, the dude that don't want to inspect my building is a victim of white supremacy and blah blah blah. No, motherfucker, you got violations that you did not fulfill. That's why the man don't want to come. As simple as that. Why is how the fuck does this turn into a whole conspiracy of white supremacy trying to take you down? Because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. Seth, what's up, bro? If I didn't say that.
My opinion about my people. I love African people. I don't care what language you speak, what complexion your skin is, what God you worship, what culture you practice. I don't care. We are family. And I know no matter how trifling you might be, at the end of the day, we don't win unless we win together. There was a national.
We trifling, right? We the trifling ones. That's a very interesting take. And then you preach about us working together. All right, so let's start doing that. You start by telling us where the fuck the money at. You do a walkthrough of the school. We sticking together, right? We all sticking together. Hold hands, kumbaya. So why don't you do a walkthrough of the school? Hold on, y'all. Back to what I was saying. So we all hold hands, kumbaya, my lord. You do a walk through the school, prove to us where the money went and that the renovations are done. Let's start there. If we all working together, kumbaya, my lord, all that, you start by showing and proving that you are telling the truth. Seth, thank you for the $20 super chat. Pro-blacks are the only people on earth that believe the white man is supreme. That's a very good statement. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Appreciate that. I know you barely had that. Next time, make it 40, in the words of Umar. Yeah, but yeah, let's start there. That's that. Like, show us that the money went somewhere. Show us that the money went somewhere. That's all we want to know. We've been asking this question for years now. You have not given us a solid answer. You've come up with every excuse not to tell the people who gave you the money where the money went.
National Security Memorandum. It was a National Security Council memorandum that came out, I believe the year was 84. It specifically said that the unity of Black America and Black Africa. It didn't say Pretendians. It didn't say Moors. It didn't say Hebrews. It didn't say Nation of Islam. It didn't say God and Earth. It didn't say Methodist, Episcopalian, Baptist, Sunni Muslim, Orthodox Muslim, Ahmadiyya Muslim. It didn't say Ifa, Sanctity, Apollo, Lukumi. It said the unity of Black America and Black Africa is a threat to white global interests. The only thing they fear politically from us is unity, not just within America, but universally.
Yeah, no, I mean,
And let me get this straight. You gonna be the nigga to do it? You getting us together in unity? But when a nigga asks you a question, it's a problem though. Somebody asks you a question that you don't like, all of a sudden they coons and struggle streamers and this, that, and the third. Get the fuck out of here with that, bro. You are a hypocrite. One of the biggest hypocrites I've ever known, I've ever seen. I've never the fucking nerve of this nigga. The goddamn unmitigated gold of this nigga, bro.
you actually gave me more insight on this because for years I was
Right.
I had a Nigerian call me a black cat. It was another word for I forget the word, but it was black.
And you should check him. And if
You gonna stop making me hungry. You gonna stop making me hungry. Talking about barbecue chicken and garlic chicken and fried chicken, yellow rice, baked sweet potatoes, mixed. God damn. Yeah, you ain't gonna keep doing this to me every live stream, nigga.
he is of that mindset, we cut him off.
Right.
I'm not asking no African to tolerate disrespect from another African. You follow me?
Absolutely.
If an American African, if a freedman gets disrespected from one of our African immigrant brothers and sisters, one of our Caribbean African brothers and sisters, one of our British African brothers and sisters, cut them off.
Right.
Because you are engaging in anti-African propaganda and behavior.
Absolutely.
That is anti-Pan-Africanist. I'm going to cut you off. There's African immigrants I don't associate.
So if a nigga asks you where the money went, that's anti-African. Nigga asks you to do a walk through the school, that's anti-African. We are not fucking African, dog. You can't force people to be something that you want to be. See, the problem with what you got in your fucking head, you keep trying to force your delusion onto the rest of the black community. You keep trying to force all your psychotic delusions onto the rest of the black people in the United States. We don't identify as African. We don't want to identify as African, and you can't make us. No matter how much you try to call people's coons, and that's your delusion. Ain't your grandpa from Cuban? Wasn't your grandpa white or something like that? His name was Cicero. Or something like that. Your dad is half fucking Cuban. You are nowhere near African, my nigga. You are from Philadelphia.
With because they're not Pan-Africanist minded. There's black freedmen I don't associate with because they're not Pan-Africanist minded. So I don't take sides in this because I belong to the race. So if you are disrespecting black immigrants, I'm cutting you off. And if black immigrants are disrespecting you, I'm cutting them off.
Absolutely.
So the rules don't change. The only tribe I belong to.
Oh, please cut us the fuck off. Please cut.
Is the Pan-Africanist tribe. You are either with me or you against me.
100%. 100%.
Please
I
cut
want to
us
take a
off.
step back.
Please cut all of us off. His grandpa was a fucking white Cuban named Cicero. Right, Miss Independent. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. She said, "Who goes to school that long just to be a bum?" That's a good question. That's a very good question. Who the fuck goes to school that long just to be a fucking bum? Diabolical. Shit, diabolical. 32 likes, 62 people in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in, family. If you haven't hit the like button, don't forget the stream goal that we want to hit. Cash App and PayPal is at the bottom of the chat. If you want to participate in the stream goals, $25. That goes to the Cash App and PayPal. Remember that. But super chats are still appreciated and welcomed. Seth, thank you for the $2 super chat. He said Pan Africanism is a scam. I mean, that's the way it looked. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it 100. That shit seemed like a big ass scam to me. And even if it wasn't, he made it that way. He came and turned Pan Africanism into a fucking circus. That's basically what he did. He hijacked a religion or a movement, whatever Pan Africanism is. He hijacked it and then turned it into one big ass joke. You even referred, you done made 20 years down the road, people are going to think Shango means a penis because of Umar. You've turned African religion into a fucking mockery. Single-handedly. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You single-handedly turned Pan-Africanism into the laughing stock of the world. Point blank, period. There's no other way to describe it. You turned a god into a penis. You turned an Orisha into a penis. And you don't, we supposed to believe that you take this shit seriously? No, the fuck you don't. This is just a money scheme.
Dr. Umar, because I see you, and I was born by, so my mother, she was born in 1950. She was older when she had me. So I'm 33
That's
now.
powerful.
Yeah, so she was 42 when she had me. And I understand America in a way that some of
God damn, your mom was 42 when she had you? God damn. By the time you got to high school, your mom was on the oxygen tank. By the time you got to middle school, your mom was on her way out of here. Damn. That's diabolical. I think after 30 something, it's unfair to the child to have after 30 something. I think it's very unfair to the child because that child ain't gonna fucking know. By the time he comes into consciousness and really like make memories, you gonna be halfway 1 foot in the grave. 42 when she had you. I ain't judging, but goddamn. Yeah, I am. I'm judging. That's diabolical. I don't think that's fair to the child.
my peers don't.
Yes, because you have a elder, your mother, who can give you that story, that narrative.
Absolutely.
His mom
So I
was
understand in
40
a
Of
way.
when the grass wasn't green.
Absolutely. And it's still not green now. I
Yes,
understand
sir.
in a lot of ways.
It's not.
So with that being said, I want to ask you, what gave you this revolutionary mindset? What gave you this mindset? Because a lot of people of our age, they don't have that.
Yes, sir. I practice Ifa, the spiritual system of the Yoruba peoples of Nigeria. I have Yoruba blood. I have Igbo blood. Those are your.
He said the Golden Girls still be getting it in. Yeah, Blanche definitely do got a nigga come running in and out of there every goddamn night. But she ain't having no babies. She ain't having no babies.
Two of the major Let me not disrespect my Hausa and my Fulani and all the other powerful Nigerian ethnic kingdoms. I don't like to use the word tribe because it's actually a racist word. We were not called tribe. We didn't call each other tribes. We were kingdoms, right? I belong to the Yoruba kingdom, the Igbo kingdom, the Zulu.
You just said, didn't this nigga just say he's from the tribe of black people? Now he don't like using the word. Oh, this nigga's pissing me off. Oh, he is pissing me off today. Didn't this nigga just say he was from the tribe of black people? The tribe of African? Now, no more than 2 minutes later, I don't like to use the word tribe because it's a racist word. The fuck? I'd have kicked him out. I'd have stopped the cameras. Get the fuck out of my motherfucking room. Get out. Give me my money back, nigga. I want my money back. Cause you up in here playing in my motherfucking face. Yeah, this nigga just said this nigga literally just said he was from the tribe of African people. And then turned around and said, I don't like to use the word tribe because it's racist. We were called kingdoms.
Blue kingdom, right? The Kikuyu kingdom. So anyhow, in Ifa, and this is true for most African spiritual systems.
Wait, so when niggas only had 50 people living in huts, that was called a kingdom? They had 50 people surrounded in a circle dancing over a fire was called a kingdom? Niggas living in huts? That's a kingdom. So I go over to the tribe that's running around naked that won't let nobody come to the island. That's a kingdom? Or is that a motherfucking tribe of people that won't let nobody come over there? What are you talking about? Tribe, kingdom? What's the fucking difference? Tribe is used for white peoples, like the Germanic tribes. Okay, well, he's still contradicting himself because he just said he was from the tribe of black people or the tribe of Africa, and then turned around and said, I don't like to use the word tribe because we were called kingdoms.
In most world spiritual systems, because they all came from African spiritual systems, in heaven before we're born, we negotiate a destiny with the Almighty. Okay. God rubber stamps, metaphorically speaking, your purpose in this incarnation. Mm-hmm. You've been here before, you'll be here again. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty certain.
And wait a minute. Don't Africans believe in multiple gods? It's not called the Orisha, they're called the Orishas, meaning more than one god. So you're blending Christianity, Africanism, African religion, and Islam all in. You just put it all in the blender and making up his own shit. Because you talk about Ogun and Shango and all these other gods, but then turn around and say God Almighty. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? It's one or the other. Or you believe in multiple gods or you believe in one? The hell are you talking about? You flipping in and out of religions as you talk.
That my work is not by accident or choice. I don't think it's a coincidence that me and Frederick Douglass descend from the same set of foreparents, Isaac and Betsy Bailey. Grandma
Nigga, you are not related to this nigga. You can stop. Yo, I need to get in contact with Terrence Bailey. They need to sue this nigga. Because I think they believe that he stopped talking about it, but now he's talking about it again and lying. Your father took a DNA test. You are not related. You have no blood relations to Frederick Douglass. You didn't. They even said you added people into the family tree that don't even fucking exist. You came up with your own family timeline of their family and interjected yourself into it. This is diabolical, dog. They don't fucking know you. You even claim that you go to the family reunion every 2 years. Terrence is the one who puts it together, and he said he never invited you a day in his fucking life. So what family reunion were you going to?
Betsy was enslaved. Grandpa Isaac was free. Okay. Grandma Betsy was born 1774. So this is 2 years before the Declaration of Independence. She raised Frederick and his cousin Steve, who is my 4 times great grandfather.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
My point is,
Cousin Steve's not your great grandfather. Your father already done told us, bro. Cousin Steve, and if Cousin Steve is your grandfather, he has no blood relation to fucking Frederick Douglass. Hold on for a second. Shut the door. But even if this cousin, what's the name? What cousin whatchamacallit is his great grandfather, that wasn't his real cousin or his brother. Because you have no blood relation to Frederick Douglass. You said you're related to him on your father's side. Your father went and took the DNA test, no blood relation. But you're still walking around trying to claim, don't touch that door. You're still walking around trying to claim that you're related to this man, and you're not. It's fucked up that you disowning your actual family to interject yourself into someone else's. And this stupid motherfucker didn't even think about saying, wait a minute, well, your father took a DNA test, so why are you still saying this?
I'm a descendant of Civil War veterans. I'm a descendant of the first black public school teacher in Denton, Maryland. I'm a descendant of black leadership. It's in my blood. You follow?
No, it's not, nigga. You're just saying that to make it like make yourself seem like this was some divine intervention. And that's how you get that's how he tricks people into believing his bullshit. That's exactly how he tricks motherfuckers into believing his bullshit, because he say, "Oh, I'm a descendant of all these great black men, so it's not a coincidence that I am who I am." You're trying, no, nigga, no. That doesn't make me believe you. That doesn't make you believable, because you're telling a bold faced ass lie. It's already been proven that you are nowhere related to, no way and possibly related to Frederick Douglass. You said it was off of your daddy's side. Your daddy went and took the DNA test to rectify the situation because he know he made a mistake by telling you that lie. And then you still hauling off talking about you related to the nigga. He needs to be, they need to sue him. You're making money off of someone else's family. That's the most evilest shit you can think. One of some of the most evil shit that you can think of. How would you feel if Umar interjected himself into your family and trying to make money off the legacy of your great ancestor, and then try to name a school after him on top of that, collecting money for it?
Absolutely.
Even on my mother's side, one of my grandfathers was taught by Booker T. Washington. You see,
Did y'all hear this nigga? Did y'all hear this nigga? Did you hear this nigga? Let me know in the chat. Did y'all hear what this motherfucker just said?
So I was born to do this.
Right.
I'm a descendant of black leadership. It's in my blood. You follow? Absolutely. Even on my mother's side, one of my grandfathers was taught by Booker T. Washington. You see,
now on his mother's side, his grandfather was taught by Booker T. Washington, y'all. No, he said his grandfather was taught by Booker T. Washington. Bro, I ain't never seen somebody with so many connections to all these black heroes ever. You just connected to every single black hero that ever existed, right? Yeah, that's the Booker T. He talking about. Can you dig it, sucker? You did not just say that. That's what Booker T. he talking about. Now suddenly his grandfather was. Why didn't you ever bring this up? Out of 10 years, you've been going around pulling this shit. You suddenly bring up the. I ain't never in my life see somebody that try to connect himself to so many fucking black heroes ever. Do you have any proof that your grandfather was taught by Booker T. Washington? Because you ain't got no proof that. Well, we don't need proof. It's in the DNA. You're not related to Frederick Douglass. But now on your mom's side, your grandfather was Booker T. Washington's apprentice or some shit. Like he was. You can't make this shit up, yo. Where's Lady Luck? I need her to come in and to say that. You can't make this shit up. Hey, y'all, I'm in the clouds, but Umar nephew talks just like this, name dropping in weird ways. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. But this shit is fucking ridiculous. This nigga wants to be divine. He wants to be this superhero black person so bad that he makes up relations to other actual black heroes. Booker T. Washington. When did Booker T. Washington? He said it was his grandfather. Hold on. Wait.
I'm a descendant of black leadership. It's in my blood. You follow? Absolutely. Even on my mother's side, one of my grandfathers was taught by Booker T. Washington.
One of his grandfathers. A random grandfather. He don't know which one, but he know one of us. You can't make this shit up.
You see, so I was born to do this.
Right.
I was given my name, Ifa Tunde, in nation. Ifa Tunde means destiny has returned. Whose destiny? The destiny of my ancestors. I'm here to finish what they started.
Absolutely.
And since I was 9 years old in the 4th grade at the George G. Meade Elementary School at 18th and Oxford Street in North Philly, where we were required to attend Black History class for 4th grade and 5th grade, that opened up the door to my consciousness, that opened up the door to my public speaking, and I've never left.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. I always feel that way. I feel like I was here for a reason.
You full of shit, nigga. Why'd your dad have to send your big fat ass to military school? If your third eye been open so long, since the 3rd grade, your third eye been just wide open. The fuck your dad gotta send you to military school for? Because you were a doofus and you was acting dumb. You were doing dumb shit. They what they need to do, they get you up out of here. Now, oh my God, this nigga is diabolical. Since the third grade, y'all, his third eye been open. The third grade said he got that from Lion King. Since the third grade, y'all, third grade, he has had an open third eye. I don't know. I don't know, Jada. He said, I was about to look up too. When did Booker T. Washington die? I was about to look that up too. Thank you for putting that up there. He said Booker T. Washington died in 1915. How old was this nigga grandparents? This nigga grandparents are immortal.
It's
Yes,
no,
sir.
because my actual story is the doctor thought that my mother was too old to have kids, and
Powerful.
and that he thought that I was a
Powerful.
polyp, and they was gonna give her a hysterectomy.
Wow. And she said no.
And she said no. My brother
Wow.
gave his secondary opinion.
Yes.
And that's when we went back and when we got. So I always felt like I was here for a reason.
Oh, you're definitely here for a reason. When we're born,
Everybody's here for a reason. The fuck is that supposed to mean? I feel like I'm here for a reason. Shit, my mom had me at 15. You ain't think she wanted to give me? She ain't had thoughts about getting rid of my black ass, and I don't blame her. Shit, 15. You know you about to have a baby? Shit, hell to the no. Couldn't have been me. That's why I love my mama so much. Couldn't have been me. 15? You got to. Well, she had the support of my grandma, but on the way to, well, when she was getting in the car to go have the abortion with me, my aunt saw that she was sad and was like, what are you upset about? And she was like, I want to keep this baby. And she was like, well, we keeping him then. And walked in the house and told everybody, was like, you got a motherfucking problem with it, say it now. And cussed everybody out. That means I'm here for a reason. Everybody is on this planet for a reason. I hate when people do that. I'm here for a reason, man. Everybody's here for a reason.
Trauma of birth, we forget our destiny. We have to re-find it or remember it because it's still there. Your inner self and your higher self still has it. But through your own deep soul searching, right? And your experience and relying on your intuition and your psychic powers, as well as guidance from the priests and the priestesses, right? Within the community, you refine your destiny. Because no matter what you do in this life, if you are not on the path of finding and fulfilling your destiny, you'll never be at peace with yourself, no matter how much money you make or how popular you may be.
Yeah.
This is why some of the wealthiest people in the world are alcoholics, drug addicts, some of the biggest depressives, because you're rich, you're famous, you're this, you're that. But that's not the contract you signed with God. You came here to do something completely different, and you got sidetracked by the money or the fame. You got to walk your destiny because
Projection, Mr. Johnson. Projection. Don't project your shit on everybody else there, bro. That's a projection. And you can tell you're not happy with yourself. Look at how you talk to people. Look at how you act when another alpha male says something to you. You go right into the defense mode. If a man states his opinion to you, you go right into defense mode. That lets me know that you are insecure about yourself. You don't like yourself. You look in the mirror and you hate what you see. Because what other man acts like that when another man asks him a question? Where does school go? Oh, you need some testosterone. I'm gonna put my shango stick in your wife. What, nigga? What that got to do with what I just asked you? Oh, you a Negro peeing. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
tomorrow is not promised, and none of us are leaving here alive.
Absolutely. And I know you so you said it's through the teachers and knowing them. what are the steps or the ways to get to that and finding your destiny?
For me, it's two ways people do it, right?
And another thing, again, aren't you Pan Africanist? Aren't you a Pan African? Pan Africans believe in multiple gods. There is not one. There's more than one creator god in the Orishas in African religion. Period. They believe in multiple gods. And it ain't half of Africa Christian or Jewish. Yeah, you talking about Pan African? Them niggas is over there Christian. Niggas over there Jewish.
I came to it by way of an ancestral awakening at the Goree Island slave dungeon in Senegal back in 2005 when I was Minister of Education of the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League. And I went to the dungeon in Port Libation. This is on July 21st, 22nd, I think it was. It was a new moon and the sun just went into Leo and I happened to be one. And I got back to my hotel room that night. I never forget it, brother. I called my mother on the phone. I came and sat down on my bed. The sun was still up and all of a sudden the room starts spinning. I'm awake. This is not even a dream. I'm woke. I'm hearing birds and animals and screams and chains. I'm like, it lasted almost the whole night, bro.
Wow.
And then in the middle of that night, I said, this is the ancestors. But I still
Did y'all just hear what this nigga just said? Is anybody listening? Did y'all hear what this stupid motherfucker just said? I had to walk off. I'm sorry, y'all. He pissing me off. He is pissing me off. Libations in the dungeon, y'all. I think it was them libations that was talking to you. When the room starts spinning and you start hearing the screams of the ancestors and all the chains and whips, I think that was the libations. I think that might have been the libations, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Or crack that you got off of Kensington. I don't know, bro. All I know is you full of shit. Where's Trip C's at? She gotta hear this shit. Where the fuck is Trip C's at? Oh man, she gotta hear this. Where's she at? Let me text her. Oh man, this is diabolical. I'm so glad I came back to this.
Port Libation. This is on July 21st, 22nd, I think.
I don't think you poured the libation on the floor. I think you poured it down your throat. I don't think she poured the libation on the floor. I think he poured that libation down his throat, and by the time he got back to his hotel, them libations kicked in. He said the room was spinning, the sun was still up. That means you was all out all night drinking, and I think you forgot that part. Hold on, let me text Trip C. Sis, you gotta hear this shit. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh man, this is fucking dire.
I think it was. It was a new moon and the sun just went into Leo and I happened to be one. And I got back to my hotel room that night. I never forget it, brother. I called my mother on the phone. I came and
it was a little room and the sun just so happened to be Leo. And I'm a Leo. So I'll never forget. Everything he does, he tries to make it seem like it's a divine intervention going on, dog. This shit is diabolical. Oh man, Jesus didn't even have that much divine intervention. God damn. I guess the gods is back now, y'all. I'm guessing The Anunnaki have returned. Nebru has finally spun block back around, and the gods have been talking to Umar, because I've never seen so much divine intervention in my God. The Bible don't even got that much divine intervention. This is fucking diabolical, yo. Let me read off something. He's talking about. He's talking wild on these podcasts, right? See, people give me so much shit for the lack of belief, yet they think that Umar makes sense. Yeah. He had to be on some drugs, some LSD, shrooms, really bad weed. I don't know. It was the E and J from the ancestors, right? Nah, he like gin. Remember when the dude was like, "No gin today"? Nah, brother. Obviously, Umar hasn't read the Bible, where it states that thou shalt have no other gods before me. This nigga did mix 7 different religions. Maggot brain, peace and welcome to the channel. This supposed prophet likes sex and alcohol too much. We're sure this isn't a demon. That's a good point, Mr. Judge. That's a very, very good point. He smoked some la la la. I think he poured them libations down his throat, not on the floor. They do say under immense amount of stress or silence, scientists have discovered the human mind will create sounds of loved ones, and memories to help the body survive. Oh shit, that's interesting. Here go Trip Seas. Keep hope alive. Here go Trip Seas. She coming up now. Oh my God, sis, you gotta hear this shit. You gotta hear this shit. Oh man, I can't wait to hear her reaction to this shit. Oh man, I can't wait to hear her reaction to this shit.
Okay, hold on a sec.
Huh?
Hold on a sec. Okay, say something
Grandfathers
now.
was taught.
Huh?
I'm in the store, so
I just want you to hear this real quick.
Grandfather.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
My point is, I'm a descendant of Civil War veterans. I'm a descendant of the first black public school teacher in Denton, Maryland. Mm-hmm. I'm a descendant of black leadership. Mm-hmm. It's in my blood. Mm-hmm. You follow? Absolutely. Even on my mother's side, one of my grandfathers was taught by Booker T. Washington. Mm-hmm. You see? Mm-hmm.
So now one of his grandfathers was taught by Booker T. Washington. He takes it a step further.
So I was born to do this. Right. I was given my name, Ifatunde, in divination. Mm-hmm. Ifatunde means destiny has returned. Mm-hmm. Whose destiny? Mm-hmm. The destiny of my ancestors. Mm-hmm. I'm here to finish what they started.
Absolutely.
And since I was 9 years old in the 4th grade at the George G. Meade Elementary School at 18th and Oxford Street in North Philly, where we were required to attend Black History class for 4th grade and 5th grade, that opened up the door to my consciousness, that opened up the door to my public speaking, and I've never left.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. I always feel that way. I feel like I was here for a reason. Because my actual story is the doctor thought that my mother was too old to have kids, and
powerful,
and that he thought that I was a polyp, and they was going to give her a hysterectomy.
Wow, and she said no.
And she said no, and my brother gave his secondary opinion. Yes, that's when we went back and we got. So I always felt like I was here for a reason.
Oh, you're definitely here for a reason. When we're born,
this is what I'm talking about.
The trauma of birth, we forget our destiny. We have to re-find it or remember it because it's still there. Your inner self and your higher self still has it. But through your own deep soul searching, right? And your experience and relying on your intuition and your psychic powers, as well as guidance from the priest and the priestesses, right? Within the community, you refine your destiny. Because no matter what you do in this life, If you are not on the path of finding and fulfilling your destiny, you'll never be at peace with yourself, no matter how much money you make or how popular you may be.
Yeah.
This is why some of the wealthiest people in the world are alcoholics, drug addicts, some of the biggest depressives, because you're rich, you're famous, you're this, you're that. But that's not the contract you signed with God. You came here to do something completely different, and you got sidetracked by the money or the fame. You got to walk your
Sounds like a projection to me.
destiny,
I'm back.
because tomorrow is not promised, and none of
Huh?
I said I'm back.
He said one of his grandfathers on his mom's side was taught by Booker T. Washington right after he claimed that he was Frederick Douglass'
Which
grandson.
one
I
is
mean,
it now? Is it Harriet Tubman? Is it Frederick Douglass? Is it Booker T. Washington? Is it the ghost of Smokey the Bear? Which one is it?
I don't know. But listen what he say after this when he goes into the dungeon.
us are
Man,
leaving
this
here
must
alive.
be scared of
Absolutely.
shit out of
And I know
Tasha.
so you said it's through the
What'd you say?
I say it must be scared of. Drop this. My last order, I went to go drop it off, and it's a pit bull that just had puppies. Beautiful, beautiful dog, beautiful puppies. But them niggas was right there where I pulled my car up. And then the man at the house from the order, he just sitting there at the garage looking at me laughing low key. Like, this shit ain't funny.
Dropped his shit on the fucking curb and pulled off.
I almost threw it through the damn window because the dog ran dead for the truck. And I was like, she said, she's friendly though. No, she got puppies. They never friendly.
Yeah, nobody want. Yeah, not with no puppies.
Right.
teachers and knowing them what are the steps or the ways to get to that and finding your destiny?
For me, it's two ways people
Listen to this shit. Says this is good. This is hilarious.
do it, right? I came to it by way of an ancestral awakening at the Goree Island slave dungeon in Senegal back in 2005 when I was Minister of Education of the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League. And I went to the dungeon in Port Libation. This is on July 21st, 22nd, I think it was. It was a new moon and the sun just went into Leo, and I happened to be one. And I got back to my hotel room that night. I never forget it, brother. I called my mother on the phone. I came and sat down on my bed. The sun was still up, and all of a sudden the room starts spinning. I'm awake. This is not even a dream. I'm woke. I'm hearing birds and animals and screams and chains. I'm like, it lasted almost the whole night, bro.
You can look on my face right now.
That's, first of all,
You know what? I'm with him and you.
I have never seen so much divine intervention in my life. The Bible don't even got that much.
Right.
The sun went down.
All the three wise men got was a star.
The sun went
All
down.
Jacob was that one thing that came down and got his ass.
Right. I forgot. Didn't he
What
say
he
alien
got
punched him in the
was a
face?
stick and some tablet. And Umar getting everything. No.
I think he poured them libations down his throat instead of the floor. That's why the room was spinning. And he was hearing
You know
birds
what?
and
He
animals.
always use gin because he drink it beforehand and then refill it with water. I just want y'all to know that.
Right. This shit is diabolical. This nigga basically is trying to make it seem like he comes from like a divine bloodline and the ancestors came and spoke to him.
He did better trying to connect himself to Satan.
Oh my God, this nigga is diabolical.
What, Umar smoking the burning bush?
That alien punched him in his eye too.
Say that again. Who punched him in his eye?
That alien punched him in his face.
I don't remember that. He could have though.
Yellow alien came in his room and punched him in the face and ran.
It'd be a lot of fuckery and foolishness. It's possible. It's very possible.
Oh man, I just wanted you to hear that because I was like, I
Hey
can't.
everybody.
This is diabolical.
I cannot with him. David was breakdancing before the Lord and didn't get this many signs. I mean, come on, man.
I've never seen so much divine intervention ever. This should go down in one of the religious books.
Umar is supposedly more special than God's supposed special ones.
Right. He just God just specially made him, whipped him together, put him through
Umar ain't got nothing on
the land.
Jesus. But Jesus ain't got nothing on Umar, according to Umar. He said a 3-foot yellow alien pushed him in the mud.
That's what he said. That's what he
Oh
said, sis. You don't remember that?
Lord, I just got an instant headache. Yes, I remember that bullshit.
The alien came in his room and punched him in his face and
First,
ran off.
don't repeat fuckery and foolishness. It's bad for your health.
I wish I was making that up. I really do.
It just took it a minute to click.
Oh man.
And then in the middle of that night, I said, this is the ancestors. But I still didn't know it was good or bad. So then in 2011, right? This is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
1, 2,
6
3,
years
4,
later,
5, 6,
I'm
7,
going to
8,
Beaufort,
9,
South
10,
Carolina to
11,
speak. And the
12,
brother who invited me says, have you ever heard of the Oyotunji African Village? I said, nah. But my spidey senses is tingling because I'm not even supposed to be coming here for this. And he takes
Now the nigga got spidey senses.
Right.
Now
If they done travel
this
light
nigga
years to
Peter
beat your ass.
Parker. Now this nigga is Peter Parker. Yo, you can't make this shit up. Oh man.
me to the Oyotunji African Village and I meet Chief Olaitan, who's now an ancestor. And he gave me my first divination. And that's when I got my name on November 19th of 2011. And I came back and got my hand of Ifa, and I've been studying Ifa ever since. And I have tremendous respect.
He didn't start calling himself Ifa Tunde until like 2021.
Right. That's what I'm saying. No, he was calling himself that before 2021.
Was I ain't never hear him calling that until like recently.
Nah, because everybody was calling him Prince of Pan African. Well, he was calling himself the Prince of Pan Africanism by that time. Ifan Tunde had faded out. Ifan Tunde is from the time when he was dropping water on Harriet Tubman grave.
When he was drowning Harry, when he was drowning Harry Live Nations. I know her saw me the motherfucker.
Mr. Judge said, I knew this nigga was for a spot.
The religion of Islam, I was born in it. My father named me after Umar, who was one of the Prophet's most dedicated and loyal compatriots. He was also one of the first.
Your father named you. I thought your name was Jermaine. I thought your dad named you Jermaine.
His daddy named him Jermaine.
You changed it to Umar. I don't remember his dad ever saying he changed his name.
I'm tired of letting quit it with them semi-clickbaity goddamn. I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna say it if ain't nobody else gonna say it. Lennon, stop with them halfway clickbaity lady titles. I'm tired. You hear? I'm tired.
First Muslim leaders to invade Africa after Muhammad's death. He was a black man, but he invaded Africa nonetheless, which opened up the opportunity for pale Arabs after him to do the same. And of course, they ultimately laid siege to North Africa, right?
Oh, mercy.
No, this shit get funnier and funnier.
Right? And so, you know, in beginning to study Ifa, and at that divination, he told me, the Babalabo, Chief Olaitan, rest in peace, he said, those were your ancestors celebrating you. Oh, wow. He said, you did not go to Africa for Marcus Garvey. You thought you went to Africa to Marcus Garvey. Your whole trip was spiritually engineered by your ancestors because they needed you to come back home and find out who you really are.
Come on now.
This nigga said the ancestors sent him on a trip and they were celebrating him. So what the ancestors doing now? I'm pretty sure they ain't celebrating.
Make a song, but then that could be kind of disrespectful. I don't want to go to slavery. Yeah.
Pretty sure the ancestors ain't celebrating now.
Maximum.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I'm
so
looking for that.
I still love Islam. I still love the church because my mother Christian. But nothing compares, for me, nothing compares to Ifa. Nothing compares to African spirituality. You can
bruh.
never.
Yeah,
Him
but
said that he loved Christianity because his mama go to church, but he also said that he loves Islam.
but nothing compares to African spirituality. But the one thing I'm not getting about this, you always talk about God Almighty, this and God that. Don't they believe in multiple gods?
As far as I know. But like I said, atheists till they stub they toe. Oh Jesus. Then they gonna call somebody.
Oh man.
The Lord probably be
Force
up
me
there.
or get
I don't think the ancestors was celebrating. I think the ancestors would tell him, "Don't you take them people money." He ain't listen.
me or motivate, influence, or manipulate me to give this up and go back to the church of the mosque. I still love them, don't get me wrong. But what I found in
Nobody
this,
asked you to
my
come back
relationship
to
with my
anybody's church
ancestors and a
anymore.
deeper relationship with the Almighty.
What you say?
I said, ain't nobody asked you to come back to their church, Umar. What is you talking about? You
Nah.
lying bastard.
Me to give this up and go back to the church of the mosque. I still love them, don't get me wrong. But what I found in this, my relationship with my ancestors and a deeper relationship with the Almighty, I never got it in the mosque and the church. And the
Why you
one
saying Almighty
I
like
think
he
that's
on school
bullshit
day?
because like I said, I think in Ifa they believe in multiple gods. And then you keep talking about the God Almighty, but you make shrines and shit praying to other gods.
Why he saying Almighty like he on school days?
I don't know. He blending
Cause
religions.
you know he's full of shit.
That's very true. That's very true. He's just blending religions together. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of as a if you want to be a preacher, I mean, why not do that? That means you're gonna have multiple different types of people that want to come to your church
Yeah,
because
if you want to be janky all the way.
you're praying to everybody,
Whole building gonna blow up.
right?
thing for those of us who are conscious, whether you're Pan-Africanist or not, the one thing I really appreciate about African spirituality, it does not ignore your history. It does not ignore your culture. It does not ignore your ancestry. In fact, your ancestors play a major defining role in whether or not you fulfill your destiny.
Wait,
Right,
what?
was shot.
Wait. He said it doesn't. It recognizes your culture and your ancestors. Don't all religions do that?
Basically, I thought, but I guess we wasn't supposed to think when we hear Umar. So yeah, go back to my previous answer. Say it 3 times, just like Umar do. Johnsontown.
Umar full of
Hell
shit.
no, let him.
Umar full of shit. Umar full of shit. Umar full of shit.
There you go.
Because you still belong to your family. Right. You were divinely assigned to that family. And so they have a vested interest in your success. So we call on our ancestors, they don't.
All right, well, you were divinely assigned to your family, but you keep trying to put yourself in somebody else's family tree. The fuck is you talking about?
I'm about to spit
You
all over
literally,
myself.
you literally just claim that
you
you was
trying to
a descendant
He
of
trying to
Frederick Douglass.
graft his branch onto somebody else's tree. That's not how family trees work, bruh. Just regular
No,
trees.
right. And then you try to make your grandfather Booker T's apprentice. Your grandfather must be immortal. That nigga died like 100, damn near 200 years ago. 100, Jada said 1915. That's 100 some years.
Mm-hmm.
Replace the Almighty. They come from the Almighty
Right.
to come and help us.
How do you communicate with the ancestors? In what ways do you get in touch with them? Because I've been trying this. since I've been going through this with my mother has Alzheimer's. She's in the later stages of dementia, bedridden.
Okay.
There's been so much pain on my heart. It's hard for me, even when my family.
I mean, you would think your mother would be going through that. She had you at 42. Nigga, ain't you like 40?
passes away, a
I'm
tragedy
done with
happens. It's hard for
y'all.
me to even feel now, Dr. Umar. So, and I think how I can get to that is through the ancestors, but I've tried, and it's like almost like a dampener over my eyes.
Tarzan fan.
Here's the thing. We have to look for the meaning in every experience, no matter how painful. I started taking care of my mother almost 8 years ago. My siblings, they all abandoned us, right? There's 7 of us. I thought at least 2 or 3 of them would help me. They walked out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's
Really
put it like this.
Flip on them like that when they can't even get in the house to see your mother. You won't even. You said they
Right.
abandoned you.
But let's put it to you like this. He says he has 7 siblings. And he says all of them just stepped out. But he's the one that says that he's the most requested scholar. He's the one that says all these things, and he's the one that says that he got all the money. So if he got all the money, he can take care of their mama.
Right, but they didn't. They've been trying to see their mom for how long? You won't even let them.
I know. I'm saying, yeah, that's the reality of it.
You wouldn't even let her own mother in the house to see her before she died.
Right, that's the reality of it right there. Umar won't let the woman go because he probably living off a pension check. Allegedly. That's just my theory. That's just my pet theory.
Yeah, it might be. But to sit there and try to blame, say they abandoned you.
But look, every time one of Umar's scams go left, he go back to his mama house.
Right. That's fucked up.
She kick him out. He go with another plan. Wash, rinse, repeat.
You won't allow them to see their mother, your mother, and then turn around and say that they walked away from you. They've been on the internet pleading for the last 2-3 years to see their mother.
Have we actually seen any of these family members, or is this just other people saying this shit?
The nephew was on Lennon channel talking about it.
Okay. I just at this point I need direct access. I can't no more.
Nah, but the nephew
trying to give people benefit of the doubt and shit. And I'm not talking about the people out here lying.
Yeah, he came on Lennon channel, said the whole family been trying to see her. He been trying to see his grandma, and he won't let nobody in there. He even cussed the niece out for allowing the mother to use her phone to call the family.
And that's how she lost access.
Right.
So I had to search my soul.
I guess
and say,
this time Umar said he ain't going nowhere. He said he ain't going nowhere this time. He can't kick him out. This is just ridiculous.
Matter of fact, the nephew said Umar, the uncle and his daughter was living there, and Umar came and kicked them all out.
That's what I'm saying. This time Umar said she ain't kicking him out no more. So he done kicked everybody else out and then ran them off.
Dragon Ball Z or Batman.
And now she gotta depend on him.
You gotta wait for it to load. Now you gotta take the game out. And make sure you put it where it's supposed to be.
And would help me. They walked out.
Yeah.
So I had to search my soul and say, what did I do? Because I helped most of them out in their adult lives financially. What did I do?
How the fuck you help them, nigga? How you helping somebody and you asking for help? You help them financially, nigga?
Oh, the lies people tell.
Oh man, this nigga is the most about the race shit. See?
Nowhere near close to reality.
Right. This nigga's just a bold face.
To deserve being abandoned. And what did my mother do? who was a good mom.
Right.
She
Same.
never smoked, drank, go to church, old school, right? What did she do? To be abandoned by 6 of her 7 children. So we were both abandoned. The woman who raised you and the brother who looked out for a lot of you, right? But
Wow.
I said, you know
So
what?
we
There's
sitting up
purpose
here
in this.
asking
Because
ourselves, why, if this woman calls him the devil, he's still taking care of her. So my answer to that is he won't let her leave, and maybe that's why she called him the devil. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because she a Christian and he keep building all these goddamn African shrines in her house too.
That
Don't forget
could be it.
how an old school Christian it is.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
They said Umar shirt looked like that last Whopper that that they make at the end with it before they about to clean up. I just throw your burger together because they trying to get a pop.
Just slap it together.
He said that's what his shirt looked like.
means purpose. Everything got a purpose. You follow me? It was not a coincidence that I had to end up caring for my mother.
Right.
And now, 8 years in, I kind of see somewhat that my ancestors, under the direction of the Almighty, who has no partners or equals, my ancestors engineered this. My higher self engineered this. Orunmila, the divinity of destiny, engineered this because I needed to slow down.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You bring other, you blend in religions, my nigga. The Almighty and then the God of destiny. How Sway? This shit is the dumbest
Fancy
shit.
and glassy. Oh my goodness. Said Jesus was crucified next to 6.
And
Next
Umar,
to 3. And Umar was crucified next to 6. Yeah, that's basically it.
yeah.
Umar, Mr. Me
I was
Too.
traveling the world incessantly, doing good work. But because there were things you had not yet figured out in your personal life, we're going to slow you down. We're going to make you
Oh, he gonna
domestic.
claim he
We're
can't
going to
go
put you
to.
in charge of caring for your mother. And in that, you're going to go through a lot of the things that you should have went through earlier that your mission and your calling kept you from. And in caring for my mother, that's when we finally get to school. So look at this now. We've been looking for a school for 5 years. I don't get it until I start caring for my mother.
Yeah.
And within 12 months of caring for my mother,
How many
we have
times
a
can you
school.
say your mother in one conversation?
I ain't never seen so much divine intervention in my goddamn life.
No, you know what his shirt looked like? It looked like a Whataburger wrapper with a whole bunch of condiments on it and some leftover pickles.
They look like throw up. Shit looks just tacky.
Just
But I've never seen not even the prophets in the Bible had this much divine intervention. God was showing up to these niggas in person. And then they ain't even had this much divine intervention. This is diabolical, dog. Like, you really want to be this black divine superhero so bad that you just be making shit up. Or he's just delusional. I think it's both.
See what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you have to look for the lesson. You also have to look for the meaning, and you have to look for the gift within what some people might consider to be a curse. You see what I'm saying? There's a reason you're caring for your mother, and you have to embrace it honorably, because if you don't embrace it honorably, if there are any blessings in that from the ancestors, from the deities, from the supreme consciousness himself, you'll lose it.
Right.
You got to do it with love. You follow what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, me reconnecting with my 2 daughters.
1 minute he's God Almighty, next minute he's the supreme consciousness, and then next thing he's bringing up the God of destiny. Nigga, who the fuck do you pray to? Because this is ridiculous. You done bounced through 7 different religions in this conversation. Is it a God Almighty or is he the Supreme Consciousness? Like, what the fuck is he to you? Because he's like 30 different things. From this conversation, I don't think you can understand who the fuck the creator is. You just drifting between 7 different religions.
Daughters, my relationship with feminine energy was off balance because I had created 2 families. I didn't marry the women, not because I abandoned them, but they were just so disrespectful.
Nigga, you abandoned them. That's just, we watch you abandon your daughter live on the internet. We literally watched you abandon this girl in her most difficult time of need. You even stated that you didn't even know if she was alive or not. And it didn't seem like you cared. I'm hearing that she unalived herself, God forbid. That does not sound like a concerned parent.
And despondent, you know what I mean? That I couldn't be with them. They just disrespected every ounce of my being. I couldn't. And then they let members of their family disrespect my being. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. So I couldn't, bro. I couldn't. But the universe brought me to my mother because you never really had this domestic responsibility of caring for another. So we got.
Nah, nigga. You went to your mother because you got kicked out your fucking apartment for being a dirtball. That wasn't divine intervention. That was the landlord intervention. Fuck you talking about? You got kicked out for being a dirtball. I know he had to just blow the whole apartment up and rebuild it from the ground up by the time you left. The way I saw that shit. Your apartment looked like it was stinking. You didn't go to your mama house because of divine intervention. You went to your mama house because you ain't had nowhere to stay. And you made up an excuse to kick your brothers and sisters out. That's the gist of it. I've never seen somebody be so diabolical and then try to turn it into divine intervention. That's just insane. Extremely insane. That's just fucking nuts. Look like Trip C's signal going out.
To slow you down. And then last year, my oldest daughter comes back. She comes back the wrong way, but I don't blame her because she's her mother's daughter. So she filled her with all that toxic energy, right? So she comes back crashing out, right? But I knew that that was my karma because that's unfinished business. And I was praying to be reconnected.
Bro, you are full of shit. You are fucking full of shit. That girl had every reason to be angry with you. Every fucking reason to be angry with you. You said it was divine homelessness, right? And she came back the wrong way. What the fuck you mean? You've been absent in this girl's life her whole entire life. What did you think she was gonna say? She was just gonna run into your arms after you done walked away from her? And you prayed for what? That girl reached out to you and you ignored her. It's always everybody else's fault. Never Umar's fault. Oh, sis, if you can hear me, this nigga said the Jamaican dude is blocking his inspection because he don't like the name of the school. That nigga really tried to tell us that. The inspector, who so happened to be Jamaican, don't like what he's naming the school, so he's willing to risk his whole career to stop him from opening the building. Bro, this whole conversation is full of shit. I know that room stunk like a motherfucker when he left because he ain't leave nothing but a pile of shit behind him.
To my daughter. But we don't get to choose how they come back. God brought her back to me. He didn't bring her in the calm, respectful, mild manner way I would have wanted her to, but she's back. Just the other day, my youngest daughter, God brought her back, right? Not the way I wanted.
We ain't seen you with neither one of these children.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said about the inspection?
Yes.
He said the Jamaican dude don't like him naming the school after Marcus Garvey, and so he's trying to block his. Get the fuck out of here. And
You already said it 3 times, so I don't have to.
Right. And he just tried to tell us that his daughter came back. When? Where? How? We ain't seen you with neither one of these children.
And it was by the grace of God.
Right.
There's still some issues there we got to work out, but at least she's back. So I had an unresolved issue with maternal energy, feminine energy, daughter, mom. And that's why I was put as caregiver of my mother. There's a reason. If you look deep enough, there's a reason why you're the one caring for your mother. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm beginning to see mines now on the other side. Them first 4 years, I felt like I was being punished, crucified. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to learn the medical system. The doctors are racist. They want to know why a male is taking care of the mom, why it ain't a sister or aunt, cousin, because I'm here. You follow me? And you got
Everybody's racist. The doctors and mother doctors racist. The Delaware's racist. The contractors is racist.
Let me
the building
summarize for
inspectors
you.
racist.
Nobody wants Umar to be great. Period.
Bro, it's just ridiculous. I've never seen so much fuckery, just dumbness. I really believe in his mind. He really believes all this shit.
Megalomania is a motherfucker.
Right.
to go through a million questions with them, and then they're racist. They don't tell you nothing. So I had to navigate them on my own. I'm a school psychologist, not a medical doctor, right? So you have to go through that. You have to go through the siblings not being there. You have to go through the siblings trying to sabotage your care. My mother's oldest child had tried to get my mother taken from my care, even though she never wanted to care for my mother, right?
Wait, so let me get this straight. She don't want to care for her, but she wants to take her from you.
That's the lie he telling.
That makes absolutely no sense. She don't want to take care of her, but she wants to take her from her.
No, let me rephrase that. He trying to say she want her for the check.
No, you want her for the check.
So you know what I'm talking about, because when you're the only child caring for a parent, you go through this. And one of the things I think I want to do once we get FDMG open, I want to start a support group of single children who care for their parents, because we need each other. Because it's a very fulfilling calling, right? But it's a very demanding one.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you need somebody to talk to who understand what you go through. A big reason why. And I have my lady friends, right? But a big reason why I haven't settled upon who I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. Well, number one, my mission demands I don't just choose anybody, right? But also, I've learned in these 8 years of being with my mother.
Wait a minute.
That sometimes women don't care.
Umar is over 50. He over 50, and he was over 40 when he was supposedly taking care of his mama, because he said it's been 8 years. Okay, in that time, he was with Kim officially officially under the table. And he's never been with anybody officially. Grits is racism according to Umar. That's what she said. Sneakers are racism according to Umar. But no, he's trying to put his relationship status on taking care of his mama. Negro, in a regular world, you would have already been married with children before your mama would have took to the point where she needed care like that.
Yeah. Hannibal 28 says, me and Umar mother go to the same PMR doctor office. The last time I seen him there was around COVID. I didn't speak to him. Somebody just put that in the chat. Hannibal, appreciate your comment. Peace and welcome to the channel. But apparently, this nigga don't even take his mom to the doctors.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Cause he didn't say he don't see her mama. His mama, he said he don't see Umar.
Right. But the thing about it is, his excuse is they're racist. It's always the same excuse over and over again.
Yeah.
Umar, what happened to such and such? Oh, they racist. Umar, why don't you do such and such? Oh, that person over there, a hater. They don't care for me because I'm Pan African. Don't nobody
Right.
give a fuck.
He don't.
People don't even know what the fuck Pan African is.
That you caring for your mother. Do you follow what I'm
I've
saying?
had women leave me.
Do you feel me?
Yeah.
Like I've felt it.
Uh-huh.
You felt it where
Right. He definitely don't mind the white on them hundreds, on them donations he be getting.
she didn't say it, but you just felt an energy that said, I don't give a F about whether you care for your mother or not. I'm supposed to be first.
Right.
They may not voice it, but you feel it. And in my life, if you think you coming before my mother, you out your mind.
Come on now.
This woman gave birth to me. Even if I put a ring on your finger, you don't come before her. And if you
Once you marry somebody, that person is supposed to come before everybody. That's your partner. What do you mean? Once you marry somebody, that's who comes first. So basically, what you're saying is you can't commit to nobody because you was a fucking mama's boy.
Yep.
That's all I heard. I don't place my wife above my mother, but I don't place my mother above my wife.
Every time something go wrong, Umar run back to his mama house.
Right.
Umar run back to his mama house so much. Umar have space for his junk at his mama house.
Pretty much.
ever try to compete with her, you're gone.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah.
So I had to fall back because a lot of
You ever try to compete with her? What the fuck does that mean coming out of a 50-year-old mouth? Nigga, you are 50. If a woman has to compete with your mom, you are a fucking mother's boy. A woman should never even have to feel like she has to compete with your mother. How does that even happen? I don't understand. I'm not. He's speaking a foreign language to me right now.
Him's weekend.
Your wife will come before everyone. I don't put neither one before either one, and they definitely don't feel like they have to compete with each other. So if your woman feels like she has to compete with your mother, that means you are a fucking mother's boy. That's what that means. That means you are a mama's boy, and you'll never stop being that. At 50 years old, you telling me that your woman told you that she felt like, or she gave you the energy that she feels like she has to compete with your mother? You don't need a girl, dog. You don't need a wife. You're never gonna have one. Your mama's your
Okay. Okay, Umar Bates.
wife. Right.
Mother.
Right.
Yes, Psycho. Norman
Right.
Bates was in love with his mama.
Right. That's who you in love with. You in love with your mama, bro. They say a man's first love is his mama. But god damn. God damn. Bro, at 50 years old, that is just fucking ridiculous.
women are not used to men who love their mother
Yeah.
and love them enough to take
Dominique,
care of them. You know what I mean? So
absent-minded
I'm just saying all that to
professor.
say, now getting back to your question about communications, well, number one, in African culture, there's something called an ancestral initiation. Okay, it's a secret process you go through that reintroduces you to your ancestors. It opens you up spiritually to be able to communicate with them, right?
Right.
Now,
Bruh,
before
pause.
that, I recommend that people just read
66 people. How many likes we got?
I was about to say the same thing. 41 likes. Y'all get those likes up.
Yo, y'all don't hit that like button. You just heard it out Umar own mouth. He gonna initiate you. He gonna show up in your dreams and initiate you. So you better go ahead and hit that like.
He gonna kiss you on your
Let
neck,
it.
nibble on your earlobes.
Are you ready to be initiated, sister?
Get those likes up, family. Oh man, this is diabolical.
Arrested Development. Thy name is Ifan Tunde.
up on ancestral veneration, okay? How we pay homage to our ancestors, because then
Don't forget the stream goal. Cash App, PayPal's at the bottom of the chat if anybody wants to participate in the stream goal. And if you and Tripsy's information is right behind mine, pinned to the bottom of the chat if y'all want to send her something too.
never dead, and they go back and forth between heaven and earth.
See you later,
Look,
Dominique.
Look, even YouTube got tired of
Now,
I ain't see the commercial. I ain't see the commercial this entire live stream. But when he started
Just
talking that bullshit, they put a commercial there.
Oh, goodness.
some people are just ready to jump right into it and get a divination off the back. You can do that. You follow me? And if you choose to do that, you let me know. I'll text you people on my spiritual team. Dr. Umar referred me. I'm new to this, but I just want to get a divination. I just want to see what my life path is, who my ruling divinity is. Mine is Ogun, the divinity of iron and truth, right? I want to see, do I have any ancestral blocks? Is there anything
Yes,
that my
our
ancestors
intuition.
need from me? Is there anything they're holding up from
No, his shirt looked like somebody threw up a cheeseburger.
me getting? Because that's another thing. In African culture, like in Christianity and Islam, you got angels.
Right.
They always good. You got demons. They always bad. In African culture, the divinities can bless or punish. Because if you're not living right, they'll punish.
Right.
The ancestors are no different. A lot of people's bad luck is coming from their family.
Yeah, that is my fault, DJ. I do need to start putting reminders up before I go live. I definitely need to do that.
Yeah.
It's coming from
Right.
above. It's the ancestors, because this ain't
Right.
how we live. You see what
Yeah.
I gotta take this order because I'm one away from getting the bonus.
All right.
All right, so if you still on, I'll be back.
All right.
All right. See y'all later, everybody.
All right.
In African culture, the divinities can bless or punish. Because if you're not living right, they'll punish.
Right.
The ancestors are no different. A lot of people's bad luck is coming from their family.
Yeah.
It's coming from above. It's the ancestors, because this ain't how we live. You see what I'm saying? I've got all this bad luck because you're not living right. You need to go humble yourself, go to your ancestors, sit down, meditate. Now, simple altar, I tell people, because you need a space in your house for them. Because they still in the family.
Right.
What is there? It don't have to be a whole room. It could be a corner of a room, right?
Right.
It could be a bookshelf, but you just need a space. White cloth. White represents consciousness, the white light of consciousness, right? White cloth or white towel, something white. Vessel of water. Water is very important because water re-energizes us. It re-energizes spirit. You need your water. Fresh fruit, right? Never leave nothing dead on the altar. The altar is about life, not death. Get you some fresh fruit. When you cook, you could do it every day. You could do it once a week, preferably on the day you were born. I was born on a Wednesday. Put a plate of food there for them. They don't eat the food. They take your energy from it, right? Some incense. You need a white candle, right? You sit there, choose a day of the week, but it could be every day, but preferably the day you were born.
Hold on. Let's see what you're talking about. She said, check Lene's wall. There's a funny. Okay, we about to check right now. Hold up. Mal is interviewing Candace Owens today. No interview posted. Yeah, Candace Owens ain't going to her fucking show. Sister, okay, that's what time we are on. When you Michigan and got your fix, it's it switched up your mood. Ooh, it's the mood men have after they bust a nut. A person is useless to them. After I did what you needed, I was useless to you. You're not interested in my friendship, and that's fine. That T doesn't have to, I think she meant to say that doesn't have to mean anything. Wait, that doesn't have anything to do with me. You have what you need. You don't need me. Not me. I'm busting in you. Friends forever. Huh? I am totally lost. The fuck is that even supposed to mean? What is that even supposed to mean? Let me reread that. Wait, let's see what she wrote at the top. You better hope they tell me I can't release those call recordings. You stack them texts, you dirt bogger, but whatever the fuck that is. You selected text from your silent tantrums. I was absolutely forgiving and patient and kind and loving to you and your mom. Karma. After unnecessary evil on your part, me handing your sloppy ass handling your sloppy ass with kid gloves. We weren't in love, dummy. I was a friend you treated like an op. I posted the email the detective sent herself whatever she needed. Offline isn't playing with you. I ignored your calls. That's what did it. You lied to the KMS. Missed. Never messed up that flight. God damn, hold on. Let me make this bigger. I can't see shit. I'm blind as a motherfucker. That young lady came out and served her story on a platter. The same chick you flexed, you didn't need help and paid extra to keep your story quiet. She posted your home online, and she's not the worst of it. You slept with other help. Ooh, you you put even worse women in their care. Then she let something slip. Ganya. Sister, okay. That sister question mark, okay. That's what time we are on when you went to Mexican. Well, I said when you went to Michigan and got your fix, it switched up your mood. The mood, it's the mood men have after they bust a nut. A person is useless to them. After I did what you needed, I was useless to you. You're not interested in my friendship, and that's fine. That doesn't have anything to do with me. You have what you need. You don't need me. Not me. I'm busting in you. I'm quite confused. I am quite confused on what the fuck this conversation is going, where the direction this conversation is going. But okay.
Born on.
I was born on Wednesday too.
Right. And you sit there on your Wednesday morning, Wednesday night, or both.
Switch
You
it.
light your incense. Get you a stick because we tap the ground to call forth the ancestors because that's where they bury, right? Although many descend, or you get you a bell. You could tap the stick, you could ring the bell, you call each ancestor name. Some say call them 3 times. I don't always call each name 3 times. I may do it once, right? Because I got a lot of them, I know, right? And you call them, and then once you create your own personal ritual, right? And then as you get deeper into the culture, they'll give you the traditional ritual, right? And you just sit there, you talk to them like they were still alive. You could talk to them verbally, you could just talk to them in mind.
I'm quite confused on what that conversation was about.
I mean, and I can tell you, brother, there was times I needed help with certain things, and they answered. They answered. My ancestors even.
But you're right, Jessica. She sounds very, very pathetic. He sounds very pathetic. He's giving you one word answers. It doesn't seem like he want to talk to you. And you keep writing paragraphs, and he just write 2 words. That means he's uninterested. Leave the man fuck alone. You're stating to him that you understood what he wanted and you gave him what he needed, even though you understood what it was. So why the fuck why do you keep going? That's what makes it sound so desperate. I'm a quarter wicked. I'm confused in a motherfucker too.
Saved my life one time. I give you a true story. I was in the house in the carbon monoxide. You know, I got that carbon monoxide alarm. It didn't work. And I got this dream that we were unalived in the house, right? I'm like, whoa, like is somebody gonna come in here? You know what I mean? But nobody came in the house in the dream, but we were unalived. And so this is bothering me because this is a life and death issue.
Right.
And the ancestors keep giving me this dream. Finally, one night I'm sleeping, and about 4 o'clock in the morning, the carbon monoxide alarm go off. It go beep, 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 right? I call the gas company out. Guess what the gas man says?
What's that?
This did not go off because it doesn't work.
Wow.
I said, sir, how you think I called you?
I fucking quit, dog. This is a bullshit. I have never, ever seen so much divine intervention in my fucking life. Like I said, you can stack up the Quran, the Marahabata, I think that's how you pronounce it, the Bible, and the Torah all together, and they don't even got this much divine intervention for one person. This is bullshit, bro. You got more divine intervention for you just the prophet, right? That just the Orishas is just walking with you, holding hands side by side. They just, nigga, what? The Orishas gave me this dream, y'all. They saved the Orisha saved his life, y'all. I can see if it happened like once, maybe, yeah. There are some miracles that can happen. Yes, the ancestors do look after you, but nigga, I know the ancestors tired of your ass by now because they gotta just keep saving your ass every 5 minutes. I ain't never seen the ancestors intervene so much in my goddamn life. Why don't the ancestors intervene for everybody else like this? It's just Umar that just gets all this divine intervention. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. A crock of shit, y'all. I've never seen such fuckery in my life. You want to be divine so bad that you just Umar need to write his own book. He need to write his own religious book because he didn't have so much divine intervention in his life. He got aliens walking through his walls in the room, punching him in the face. And the Orishas just laying hands on him all day. He was right? He was chosen like a motherfucker, wasn't he? Next thing you know, he gonna talk about they about to nail him on the cross. But the Orisha stepped in.
It beat 3 times. He said, there's no way this went off. It don't work. Because I wasn't understanding the message in the dream, I knew there was a risk of death, but I didn't know by what means.
Right.
So the ancestor said he's not getting it. We got to give him something more direct. They rung an alarm that didn't
Yeah, that's what he
work.
said. Jesus was born. So his grandfather was taught by Booker T. Washington. He claims he's a descendant of Frederick Douglass, and he was born on Jesus' birthday. This nigga might as well be Jesus himself. Shit, the ancestors ain't even talk to Jesus that much. They talking to Umar. I think this nigga might got schizophrenia, and I think that's what the fuck he been hearing. Oh man.
3 times. He said, there's no way this went off. It don't work. Because I wasn't understanding the message in the dream, I knew there was a risk of death, but I didn't know by what means.
Right.
So the ancestor said he's not getting it. We got to give him something more direct. They rung an alarm that didn't even work to save my life.
Well, the ancestors aren't dumb. If they wanted to be direct, don't you think they would have just told you in the fucking first place? Like, the ancestors said we gotta be more direct, right? So why weren't they direct the first time? This is just dumb. You make the ancestors seem stupid, which we know they're not. I'm pretty sure they would have gave you a dream of the fucking carbon dioxide just filling up the goddamn house. They just gave you a dream of death in the house, and then you wasn't getting it, so they just hit the alarm. I think they would have hit the alarm first, then gave you the dream. I don't know. It just ass backwards. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Oh man. Shit, I might need some Tylenol after this shit. 52 people in the chat. How many likes we got? Oh, 51. That's good. All right, we good. We up there on the likes. We up there on them likes. Round of applause. But this is a good interview. This motherfucker is capping. The Cap King. Woo!
You feel me?
Oh yeah.
When you have a relationship with your ancestors, bro, they will help you.
Yeah. No, I 100% need that. And I'm taking everything in. Definitely 100%.
And you got to be serious about it, and you got to be consistent about it. So my morning ritual, I pray to the Almighty every day, every morning, unless I'm running late and got to pray a little later. So today, flying to you, I didn't pray. So I prayed waiting on my lift. You feel me? And I always pray before I fly. You know what I'm saying? So I do the Almighty first, because you should always pray to the Almighty. Okay? And then after I pray to the Almighty, I salute all the divinities, Ogun, Shango, all of them, because they all play major roles, right? Ogun is that energy that helps us overcome obstacles. You got somebody hating on you or blocking, he's the power that removes the obstacle, whatever it is, right? Sometimes it's a major obstacle, like you got to go to war, right?
Jessica, thank you for the $5 Cash App. I'll just shrimp. You 5 and Trip C's 5 on her PayPal. Yeah, I that's what I just saw it. Thank you for the $5 Cash App. If anybody else wants to support the stream, go. Like I said, the Cash App, PayPal is at the bottom. So we are now $20. We need $20 more to make our stream goal. Anybody wants to participate in that, Cash App, PayPal is pinned to the bottom of the chat. Nico said, I took my Tylenol. Shit, motherfucker, I think I need a Tylenol extra strength. Fuck that. You fuck around, need a whole Percocet listening to this motherfucker. Oh man, this is it's some of the cringiest shit I've ever listened to. I'm so glad we chose it. We still gonna get into a little bit of what's her name's interview. I mean, going at that dude. We still gonna get into that. I ain't forget about that. It's just this is very good. I can't stop watching. This shit is hilarious.
Right.
Sometimes it's a minor obstacle, like somebody hating on you, a sibling undermining you. That's Ogun power. And he's my father anyway, right? Shango makes us look at ourselves. Shango is about internal transformation. You know, what is it about yourself you're not seeing that you need to change if you want the blessings to flow?
Right.
Shango is.
You can't see. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh, this nigga gives me a headache. You cannot talk about God Almighty, but then in the same conversation talk about praying to all these other gods. Nigga, what? Pick a fucking god and stick with it. Or just most African religions don't believe in one God. They believe in multiple. If they're not Christian or Muslim or Jewish. But this nigga be talking about the God Almighty and then suddenly talk about 17 other gods. The God Almighty that I know does not like you praying to other gods or worshiping other or acknowledging other gods. So we all grew up around Christians, Muslims, Jewish people. I mean, this is America. These are the main three joints. But in all these religions, the creator God does not appreciate you acknowledging other gods. So you can't acknowledge y'all get what I'm saying? Pick a fucking religion and stick with it, dog. So you hijack Pan-Africanism and blended your own rhetoric. You blended 7 different religions together and then turned it into a circus, pretty much. Like, this is just dumb.
Also the king and the leader. I'm in a leadership position. So I have to call on Shango because Shango helps me to humble myself around people so I can behave diplomatically and get things done.
The only time you call on Shango is when you fucking all these old lonely ass women. Bro, Remy, did you see hubby's new video on freestyle? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Put it in the back chat. Put it in the back chat. No, I didn't. I didn't see it. I definitely want to. Rock fire. I like all rock music. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, the only time you believe in Shango is referring to your penis. You didn't turn this God that you act like you respect into a fucking penis. Look at the chat. People Shango stick. You turn an Orisha to a penis and then you act like you pray to him? Oh, nigga, it is a nice, warm, fiery spot in hell for people like you.
And don't always come with the Ogun power all the time because part of Ogun's message is sometimes power ain't the way to go. You got to temper it with humility.
Absolutely.
Right? So I go to Shango, who's also a very powerful Orisha, but he deals more in the political life where Ogun is more military. You follow? And then you got Yemon Ja. She's the great mother. Okay? She is the source of all life. She deals with nurture. She deals with care. She deals with all.
So if this the great mother, see, this is what I mean right here. You say you pray to God Almighty. God Almighty is the source of all life, but then you talk about the great mother who's the source. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? What are you talking about? You just contradicted yourself. God Almighty comes first, but then there's another lady that's the mother of all life. Which one is it, nigga? See, you confuse you. Don't listen to no religion about when it comes to this nigga, because he'll confuse the shit out of you. One minute he talking about God Almighty, next thing he talking about the mother of all life.
Female affairs, right? So you got to be right with her, or you're not going to be right with feminine energy. Right. All military, you follow? And then you got Yemonja. She's the great mother. Okay, she is the source of all life. She deals with nurture. She deals with care. She deals with all female affairs, right? So you got to be right with her, or you're not going to be right with feminine energy. Right. Then there's Oya. She's the transformative energy of the wind. She brings the unforeseen, tumultuous, upending changes in your life that just shatters everything, right? So for example, when you found out you had to take care of your mother for the first time, and I found out I had to take care of my mother, that was a life-changing thing. For sure. You had to rearrange your whole life. Yeah. That's Oya. She comes in and she brings those very symbolic, transformative, life-changing changes that are necessary for your growth. That's why I'm saying there's a meaning in you being your mother's caregiver. There's a meaning in me.
Bro, you can turn religion into just... You worse than Joel Osteen and what's that other devil looking dude name? What's that motherfucking name? That mega preacher, the richest motherfucker out there. Not Joel, the dude. He looked just like a demon. When he yelled at the lady, he's like, "Don't you ever say that." When she said, "I'm getting in the plane is like being with a tube of demons," and she asked him about it. He was like, "I never said that. Don't you ever say that." What's the dude name? Oh man, he used to be a country singer. I forgot the dude name. I know. That's what I'm saying. The Orishas told him to go take care of his mother, but they ain't say shit about his kids though. Crystal, that's a very good point. The Orishas told him that he needed to go take care of his mother. Fuck his kids. Don't even worry about them. I'm confused like a motherfucker too.
Being my mother's caregiver, because if you brave the storm that Oya brings long enough, you'll see why you had to go through it. Because remember, she upends what is no longer needed so you can plant the firm foundation.
Gotcha.
Right? Then you have Obatala. Obatala is the divinity of consciousness. This is the spirit that God sent to the earth to create the crust of the earth so it could be livable. And he also fashioned man from the black clay. So when the Bible and the Quran say God made man from the clay, God did. But it was Obatala because God, the unmanifested supreme consciousness that none of us can ever see, hear, or touch, stays unmanifested. Yeah. When something needs to be done, God will manifest an aspect of himself to do it. But the supreme consciousness, the owner of the source of creation, Olodumare, as we say in Ifa, he never differentiates. He's
Nigga, what? So God Almighty and the Supreme Consciousness are two different people? Yo, this is the most confusing fucking religion I've ever heard. So the Supreme Conscious, the owner of all this, and God Almighty are two different people. And then you got the other lady that's in charge of all life, and then you got the militant dude who you call your penis. Is anybody following this shit? Because I am lost. I am so lost.
Stays on the throne forever. Yeah. He sends the ancestors. He sends the Egbe. He sends Orumila, who's the prophet of Ifa. He'll send the Orisha. He'll send the Netters, the Obusum, the Loa of Haiti, because we live in a world of spirit, and there's way more spirit than human beings. Yeah. You know, and so Obatala.
Wait, so Obatala is the god, and he created a bunch of other gods. to be gods. I are like the Orishas just angels and they're considered gods? Like I'm fucking lost. I would not want to participate in this religion. Like this, that shit is confusing as a motherfucker. I don't even think that's Ifa. I think he's just blending a bunch of shit together and calling it Ifa. At this point, he's blending shit together. Oh, they'll send the netters, and isn't that Kemet, the netters? Isn't that Egypt? And Orishas is a totally different religion itself too. And then God Almighty is Christianity and all that. Nigga, you done blended 7 different religions together.
So he rules the head. So not only did he create the crust and create man, he rules white because the white light of consciousness is white, right? So he deals with all things white and he deals with all things cerebral. He represents open roads and new beginnings because he's the kingly Orisha. Shango is the king, but Obatala is the king of the Orisha because he's the elder. Because without consciousness, you don't get nobody else. Right. So he's seen as the father of them all because you need consciousness before you can create Ogun's iron or Shango's fire. You follow what I'm saying? So that's Obatala. So when I'm dealing with ideas and deep thoughts, he also represents righteousness and good character. All of that is Obatala. And his message to us is if your character is not in alignment with your destiny, you'll never fulfill it. Wow. In fact, in Ifa, they say character is destiny. It don't matter what great destiny God gave, will not fulfill it if your character is not right. And one of the things I had to check in myself, to be honest with you, was my treatment of women. Not that I was disrespecting the queens, because I love and respect black women, but
Nigga, you went on a rant talking about this lady coochie stank. You refer to your baby mom as Mama Smurf. When did you check yourself about how you treat women? Nigga, what the fuck are you? Okay.
the message that I got from my female ancestors, as well as the female Orisha, was yes, you love them. Yes, you respect them, but you're being too recreational with them. The vagina is a sacred space, right? As a man, especially you.
It's a sacred space, right? So that's why you went and told the world that Lene smelled like a whole aquarium. Oh, you was respecting her sacred place a whole lot. You talking as like you didn't do all this shit. This is diabolical.
Right. We're daughters. You have to regard that as a sacred space. You being someone who's supposed to be a priest, you can't just have recreational relationships. They have to be meaningful.
Right. That's a good question, Jaded. Does his character align with an educator? Fuck no. His shit aligns. His character aligns with a scamming ass as a scamming ass porn star. Someone who likes to take advantage of lonely elder women.
And if you don't change this, we will steal your destiny from you.
Wow.
That came to me directly. You see what I'm saying? So this 2026 has been extremely transformational for me on a whole new level, bro. And it's so timely because the school is ready. And partly, I believe that the universe, under the guidance of the Supreme Being, kept me from opening up FDMG before these 7 years because they did not want me as I was training a new generation of black boys.
So they want you to open it now though. But See, this is where he contradicts himself. So now he's blaming the ancestors for why the school ain't open this past 7 years. So what's your excuse for, oh wait, he don't like you? So the ancestors ain't gonna do nothing about that. They didn't give you, they didn't intervene damn near half of your life. They didn't intervene damn near half of your life, save your life from carbon dioxide poisoning. They had you hearing bird sounds and all types of shit, but they not intervening on you opening the school. Oh wait, you said they want they didn't want you opening the school these last time. I don't think they want you opening the school. Period. If we gonna blame the ancestors, blame them all the way. They don't want you opening that school because now you're claiming that this inspector is blocking you. Well, if the ancestors was the one that was stopping you the last 7 years, I think the ancestors might be the one telling that nigga not to inspect the building. This nigga finna kill somebody's kids. He finna harm somebody's kids trying to open that school. He said he built like Dilbert. I forgot about that show. He said this nigga built like Dilbert. That's funny as shit. That's the joke of the day. But now you're blaming the ancestors for why the school ain't open in the last 7 years. But at the time all this shit happened, you blamed everybody else. Just like you're blaming the inspector now. The ancestors ain't got nothing to do with that neither. Because the way you keep describing yourself, the ancestors been just coming in and out, intervening. So I'm thinking that the ancestors don't want you opening that school. I think the ancestors want you to get that money back. That's why 2026 been a horrible year for you so far. 2025 and 2026 been two horrible ass year. I don't think the ancestors want you opening that goddamn school, period. They've been holding you back for 7 years. I think that's a sign. You recognize every other sign that they give you, but you ain't recognize them holding that school for 7 years. Yeah.
Under the guidance of the Supreme Being, kept me from opening up FDMG before these 7 years because they did not want me as I was training a new generation of black boys, having not rectified my relationship with the divine feminine.
Yeah. No.
It took me 7 years to find out the reason your school is always coming up against some nonsense is because you haven't rectified your relationship with the feminine.
Wow. This nigga really blamed the ancestors for his school not opening and him not being correct with feminine energy. Y'all, this nigga really blamed the ancestors. Wow. And then try to spiffy it up as if that's not who he's blaming. Oh, they didn't want me to do it because I wasn't right with divine feminine energy. When he ain't got nobody else to blame, he blamed the Orishas. This nigga just blamed the ancestors for his fuck ups. This nigga really just blamed the ancestors for his fuck ups.
Once I started rectifying my relationship with the feminine, that's when we finished.
I actually seen where you had this quote where you said,
wait, so you can't open the school until you rectify your relationship with divine feminine energy. That's your excuse, nigga? You done gave us 3 excuses today in this same fucking interview to why the school is not open. You blamed the inspector. You said he didn't like you. Then you said he don't like the name of the school. Now it's the ancestors, and you can't open the school until you get right with divine feminine energy. If that ain't the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard in my fucking life, and I believe in the ancestors, I ain't trying to make fun of that because I believe in the ancestors, and I do think they intervene during certain situations, but not that much. This is just fucking dumb.
Your school is always coming up against some nonsense is because you haven't rectified your relationship with the feminine. Once I started rectifying my relationship with the feminine, that's when we finished.
Well, in that case, why didn't the ancestors stop King Randall from opening his school? He don't believe in Ifa. Why didn't the ancestors stop Q Butter from answering and doing his stuff? I don't think he's Ifa either. Why didn't the ancestors stop your nephew for opening his shit? I don't believe he believes in Ifa. You the only one, right? Diabolical. Diabolical. Yeah, that is crazy.
I actually seen where you had this quote where you said divine feminine, and it's not verbatim, but divine feminine, even in her trauma, cannot essentially can't respect a black man
who's not operating in his divine masculine, because women are made, they're strong. The balance is they are stronger spiritually, we're stronger physically. Right. So women are born with the ability to use their psychic powers, their spiritual gifts. They might not know how, but they're born with it. We have to be initiated.
For the women in the chat, y'all got psychic powers? Sassy Savannah, you got psychic powers? Nequa, you got psychic powers? Dominique, you got psychic powers? DJ, you got any psychic powers? Apparently, y'all born with psychic powers.
Initiated into it, right? A part of the woman is made to lean on us. Therefore, she has to trust, know, and believe that you're strong enough to hold her. Not her physical weight, but her spiritual weight. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So a big reason why black women are so angry at black men, I don't justify the way they express it, right? I don't justify the way they express it. Our sisters need to be a little bit more tactful with their mouths. They do. But I understand the anger because God made you the king of the earth and you're living like a peasant. And not only are you
living stupid, he said, yeah, they do, nigga. Go cheat and see how long it takes for them to get on your ass. That was funny. He said, I can smell the bullshit, though. Well, we got some psychics in the building, huh? Okay. You say you got ESP.
Living like a peasant, you want to come home and you want me to treat you like a king when you don't make the world treat you like a king.
Come on now. Yeah.
So our women, if we get our act together, bro, they'll bow before us. Not that we're the supreme, but out of respect for the fact that we manifested the supreme in us. They want to do that. But how can I do that knowing that you got to go and beg the white man for a job? How can I do that knowing I got to go and beg the white man for a job? A woman can only...
Nigga, it's not about you begging the white man to get a job. It's about the community begging you to go get a fucking job. There's a difference. It ain't you begging the white man for a job. The community is begging for your ass to get up off your ass and go get a job. What the fuck is you talking about?
Submit to one king. She only submits to one. A woman might have 3 different men she's seeing. Only one of them is really her king. Only one of them she will risk everything she got for. A woman only got one king. A man might have multiple queens.
You full of shit, my nigga. If a nigga is dating 3 different niggas, she don't give a fuck about near one of them. Once one of them fuck up, she going to the other one. One of them go broke. She going to the nigga with the money. What the fuck is you talking about? If a woman has one true king, she's only messing with that king. If a woman is cheating on you with two different men, you are not her king. It's the same thing for a man. If I'm cheating on you, I don't respect you as my queen. Period. It's the same thing for women. What are you talking about? True story, my daughter tried to hide her boyfriend from us. Or I tried to hide her new boyfriend from us, and I only knew his nickname. My sister found his real name, and every address he stayed in his parents' address. God damn! Your sister ain't no fucking joke. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. We got 53 likes, 50 something people in the building. We still on track. And don't forget about the stream goal. We got $5 on it so far. So we are $20 short on the stream goal. If anybody wants to participate in that, the Cash App and PayPal is pinned to the bottom of the chat. But most importantly, just make sure you hit the like button as you come in. That's free. Gene says Umar is so stupid. Yeah, he's very. I think he's just making shit up at this point. She's your queen to be.
We're made that way. But a woman, she got one king. And you cannot be it if she don't feel you got the strength to take her through the highs and lows. Because remember, there is nothing obligating a black man to stay with a black woman except his character and integrity. Yeah. You follow me? Yeah. She knows that. It's not taboo on us to walk out. You follow me? It's not taboo on a man to say, you know what, I had enough, I'm going. Because there's so many women out there waiting for you. Yeah. So the woman so brothers be saying the women are too tough, they too hard. Look what they've been through. Right. What you expect? What do you expect? Yeah. And we haven't.
Nigga, that's not an excuse. We both been through the same shit. And if you want to be honest, men, we both went through the same type of shit. I'm not going to say one went through more struggle than the other when it came to being black in America. But the one thing I can say is every time a nigga walk out the door, there's a very high chance of him not walking back in that shit. Every time a man walks out the door, that might be his last time. And the same could go for some women too, because I've seen unfortunate situations happen to women. So that's not an excuse for women to act a certain way, because we all been through the same shit. I feel like you're pandering right now to the women to try to get donations.
Created a world for them to be gentle in. Yeah. They got to go out here and fight for the white man, then they got to come home and kiss your ass. Yeah. It's not going to happen. If you want her to humble herself to you, create an environment for her that is conducive to her doing that. Don't expect a black woman to go out here and slave for white men and come home and kiss a black man's ass. Yeah. She's not going to do it.
Yeah. I want to ask you something.
And the same goes for men. Don't expect us to go outside and get beat by beaten, harassed by cops, then have to deal with a white man and say it's the same thing for both sides. See, you trying to put the women up on the pedestal because that's who donates to you. It's the same on both sides.
Dr. Umar, because I've been a fan of yours for, like I said, years. But I do see people on the internet who mock you, who disrespect you, who question your character. How do you still be unapologetically black and about us when you see our own people doing that to you?
One thing I had to learn.
Bro, you's a fucking nut. You's a fucking nut, my nigga. You know what what the fuck this man doing? Oh, you always been a big fan. Nigga, shut the fuck. I want to slap this dude. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to slap the shit out of this dude. I'm gonna slap one of them gold caps out of his mouth because he was a dick eater. This nigga is literally financially stealing from the community. You just heard this nigga blame everybody and their mama for why the school ain't open. He changed his excuse to more than he changed his drawers. No matter of fact, he don't. He uses the same exact excuse. But the only difference excuse that he used was now it's the Orisha's fault. Now it's the Orisha fault. This nigga just blamed the Orishas for not opening the school. He bought abandoned buildings, dilapidated ass buildings, refused to put any money in that shit to fix it up, and expected somebody to give him a free pass, and then blamed it on them and the Orishas. And you just sat there just dick guzzling, yik yucking. You's a yik yucker. You need to change your channel name. They ain't Chopped by T no more. It's Chop the Yik Yucker. You yik yucking.
And I'm still learning this. This is part of my 2025-2026 transformation. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is you, your destiny, and God. That's my Trinity. You feel me? Me, my destiny. And when I say destiny, that includes ancestors, that includes Ekbe, that includes the deities. You follow what I'm saying? Me, God, and my purpose. And if
him, God, his purpose. So what happened to all the 7 other guys that you just named? What happened to those other guys?
stay in alignment with my purpose and with God, I'm going to fulfill the destiny. Yeah. Right now, we got this issue where they're blocking our final inspection because they.
Miss Independent, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. She says the interviewer presents as a cult member. Exactly. He seems like he can be brainwashed. And you telling me you read the autobiography of Malcolm X at fucking 11 years old and you just listening to this nigga brainwash the fuck out of you? This is what I meant by that. You can't tell me this nigga read the no, you didn't. What did you learn from that book? Because you obviously didn't learn shit from it listening to this motherfucker. This is just diabolically dumb. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Right, I told you there's no fucking way he read the autobiography of Malcolm X at 11, and you sitting here listening, pandering, yik yucking to this nigga, lying his ass off, like literally lying his fucking ass off. Oh, Diary of a Wimpy Kid was my shit. That was my shit. I forgot about that book. That was my shit. And Captain Underpants.
Don't like me, right? All I know is if I keep my faith in the Almighty, that wall gotta fall. Because we've come too far. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, when people start getting overwhelmed, as a therapist, as a life coach, I tell people, listen, you're dealing with too much. Drop it all and let's go back to the basics. You, God, and your destiny. Whoever in your life who is blocking, undermining, sabotaging any of that, they got to go, and they got to go right now. You feel me? Empty your phone out right now. But do you want a better life or not?
Didn't he say this already?
Because you're carrying too much dead weight. You got people who are only there to see you fail. You see that? And a big problem a lot of us have, especially when you are a giver, and I'm a giver, we tend to put people before ourselves.
Same.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, but you have to know when the people are worth it or not. Another thing I appreciate about Ifa, African traditional spiritual systems, is all of us are born under a particular energy pattern. We call it Odu, right? There's 256 Odu. God created the world from 16 wombs, right? Those are the 16 Magis, okay? And then each of them 16 wombs interact with each other, and 16 times 16 is 256 energy patterns that created everything. You, me, the light, the clothes, the animals, death, food, books, energy, bad breath, everything, right? You're born under one of them, right? And so the hand of Ifa that I received, and I also have my full Ifa too, but my hand of Ifa that I received, one of the energy patterns that I was born under is or for which I received my hand of Ifa was an energy pattern related to chaos, betrayal, deception. You follow?
Oh, yeah.
And for the longest time, I don't think I was really operating off of the wisdom of my Odu. Because if I was operating off of the wisdom of my Odu, a lot of people who I allowed in my life who tried to destroy it, I would have never allowed in it. Because that particular Odu, and I don't want to call it because you're supposed to keep that stuff confidential, right? But that particular Odu, it brings chaos, it brings treachery, it brings betrayals, right? So
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by
cut this shit, nigga, shut the
reason Ogun is my father, the divinity who removes the obstacles, right? Is because my life path, for whatever reason, me and God chose this, I'm going to have to deal with a lot of opposition. And it makes sense because being one of the faces of Black consciousness in the world, I got to deal with a lot of opposition. You see what I'm saying? And so now I'm just trying to stick more closely to my Odus.
No, you're not the face of Black consciousness. You're the disgrace of Black consciousness. There's a difference. There's definitely a difference. You are a disgrace, not the face, a disgrace to Black consciousness. You embarrass all the conscious Black people in the world. You're embarrassing. We are ashamed of you.
Into what Ifa has brought me, the wisdom of Ifa. That's Obatala's domain, the wisdom, right? Intelligence is knowing the truth. Wisdom is applying it. Intelligence is knowing what to say. Wisdom is knowing that you shouldn't say it right now. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you got to call on the divinities at different times. You got to call on your ancestors, but your inner self and your higher self, which we call Ori. So in heaven, you choose a destiny that becomes your inner self and your higher self. So you exist in heaven and you exist in that chair at the same time. Heaven is the real you. You're just a representation. You're just a polygram, right? And so you have to stay in alignment with your higher self.
E5 believes in heaven. E5 believes in heaven. Or they just believe in the spiritual realm, the afterlife, spiritual realm. Heaven and hell are the same place, that type thing. I didn't know E5 believes in heaven. See, he's blending religions.
So your higher self can communicate to you. Right. Sometimes people say, I'm in complete darkness. I don't know where to go, how to turn, what to do. You're not aligned with your higher self. Because if you were, in prayer and meditation, you will get some direction. If you're getting no direction, you're not in alignment. And the big reason why you're not in alignment, you're probably letting too many people touch your head. We don't believe people should touch your head because they can put their energy on you. And if
Like
it's
literally
negative,
touch it.
Yes. I had a woman pray on my head one time. She meant no harm, but she had something on her that wasn't clean. Right after she prayed on my head, I couldn't speak clearly. I was stuttering. My memory dropped. You follow what I'm saying? Like I was so messed up. I knew exactly what it was. I called the Babalawo. I said, yo, this sister Christian, she didn't mean no harm. She put her hand on my head and I should have stopped her and put it on my shoulder, but not my head. And something on her got on me. Immediately, it messed up my speech and my memory. I dropped everything I was doing. I flew down to the Babalawo.
He is the walking definition of nigga please.
And he had to give me a head cleaning. So there's herbs and stuff you put on it. There's prayers you do to take whatever that energy was off. She put something on me. She did it. And this is important for Black women because our sisters are always getting their hair done.
Yep.
And they always got different women touching their crown who could be throwing off their alignment with their higher self. Because you have the inner Ori, right? And then you have the higher Ori, or the Ori Ipanri, which is the Ori in heaven. Ori Inu, Ori Ipanri. They must stay in alignment, or how else are you going to get the wisdom from the universe? Because guess what? Your Ori is more important than your ancestors. Your Ori is more important than the Orisha. Your Ori are more important than the Egbe. Your Ori are more important than Orumila. If you are not in alignment with you up there, can't none of them help you. Because the Ori has to get permission for the ancestors to help you.
Wait, so now your spirit that's in heaven, your Ori, is more important than the creator. You are making this shit up as you go, bro. I am convinced that he is literally creating his own religion right in front of our eyes. Because I have never heard no nonsense like this. Or in any African religion. This is just fucking shit that he's making up as he goes.
The Ori has to get permission for the divinities to help you. You see that? So if you're not right with self, how you gonna be right with anybody else?
Yeah, no, I get it. I want to ask you, what is the truth about power that Black Americans still refuse to accept?
It has to be built. It is never given, and it has to be defended.
Yeah, I remember that.
We want the white man to give us power. You don't give power, you take it.
You take it. Yeah.
The reason why we're always begging is we haven't organized to put in motion pure potential and power.
How dare you talk about people begging? How dare you? I'm about to switch it. I am so tired of listening to this stupid motherfucker. I'm about to switch it to Umar. Because I'm about done listening to this dumb motherfucker. He pissing me off. He's just making shit up. There's only like 10 minutes left in that joint anyway, so I'm pretty sure he ain't say nothing else that was worth even giving your attention to. All right, so we're gonna finish where we left off.
This is how a raw
With Miss Mum.
Egg by his head. Look at this. Look at this. An egghead. Look, he's licking it. He's sucking in his lip. That's not going to help you. You need Vaseline, sir. You need Vaseline.
Don't forget we got our stream goal. Anybody wants to participate in that, Cash App, PayPal's at the bottom. We already got 5 on it.
You need Vaseline. Let's put that egg. You see that egghead? You see that egghead?
Absolutely no
I can't even make this up.
At all. But
I can't even make this up.
he has a
Lady, did you just try to make a joke about his head and you walk around here looking like a alligator snapping turtle? How dare you? You walk around this bitch looking like an alligator snapping turtle. Let me show y'all what that is. Alligator snapping turtle. You walk around this bitch looking like this. And you got nerve to talk about somebody shaping somebody's head? You walk around looking like this on the internet. And you got nerve to talk about somebody shaping. You got the cleft lip, you got the drip lip and everything. You got a drip lip. Walking around here looking like an alligator snapping turtle. Got a nerve to talk about somebody's head. Yeah, she got props now. You got it. Marianne, you've been watching us too long. Oh, man. Leave the jokes to people that know how to make them. Right, she's trying to copy LLC. Yeah, I know. Leave the jokes to people who actually know how to make a good joke. You terrible.
Look, he's still sitting there. He's sitting there. And then if he would have took the video and then would have constructive comment, would add value to the video. That's not what he did. He didn't add value to the video. He just sit there and criticize and tear the video down where time and effort was put in that video. Isn't that sad? How do you call yourself a content creator? This man's a loser. A loser. Unemployed bum on YouTube.
Now,
Here we go.
Marianne, how do you know rather that
Listen here, lady. Whether this man is employed or unemployed, I'm pretty sure he would rather be an unemployed bum than some crazy old lady stalking Umar lying about fake checks. I don't think you understand the gravitation of the situation that you're in. Lady, you are completely nuts. And the whole internet believes that you are fucking nuts. You showing fake checks, you're umming, and now you're getting mad at him for criticizing your video. It's called freedom of speech, lady. I thought she was doing an interview with Jaheim when I saw the thumbnail.
he filed that paperwork? How do you know that? Okay? She's saying that, well, he filed something, he hasn't even got anything back. How do you know that he actually filed something?
Let me
okay?
pause.
Yeah,
Let me pause. Now, I want you guys to know that I've gone.
You said you was going to piss in a bucket in front of the fucking school stalking Umar. Ain't the craziest shit you ever heard?
And contact people that their job, they get paid. I did thorough research and I bring the information, and he sits down, take my video, play the entire thing for himself, and he was gonna ask me, how do I know? You know, how do I know? Because I did the footwork, because I did the homework.
How do you know that he actually filed something with
disrespectful?
Have you called and checked?
Disrespectful.
Like KKC and everybody else.
He's asking me if I called and checked, but I brought you a whole deputy. I brought you the building inspector. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Because you've been ninja watching in.
You didn't bring no fucking building inspector. Not Umar's building inspector. That's what makes you sound even more fucking crazy. You're stalking Umar so much that anybody that he's connected to, you're trying to do interviews like, lady, are you fucking crazy? That wasn't even the building inspector. The building inspector is Jamaican. You interviewed a fucking nigga from Ghana, whatever that country name is in Africa. That nigga was a whole African. This nigga was speaking in clips. The dude that did Umar's John is Jamaican. So who the fuck did you interview, lady? Oh yeah, no, Miss Independent said it earlier. The dude that responded to the email, right? The dude that sent the email. He's not even the building inspector.
And he's saying I'm ninja watching. Can you see that? I'm reaching out. I'm bringing people of substance.
Credit to whoever said it, because
now he said I'm ninja watching. Can you believe?
Wait, you bringing people of substance? That's what she said. You're bringing people of substance.
Now he said I'm ninja watching. Can you believe? Reaching out. I'm bringing. Can you see that? I'm reaching out. I'm bringing people of substance.
She's reaching out. She's bringing people of substance. Y'all, whatever the fuck that means. She's bringing people of substance. Can anybody tell me what the hell that meant? She got me about to start talking like finesse. Bringing people of substance. Ain't that how finesse talk? No mirror. The powder mirror. That's how Marianne sitting at the screen right now. I'm bringing people of substance. With no mirror. The powder mirror.
Never said it, because
now he said I'm ninja watching. Can you believe these are people that their job they get paid for, and this man told me that I'm ninja watching. This is where I got the information. So the deputy chief of Wilmington that I brought holds no value. This man's getting paid, so he didn't know what he was talking about. That inspector, he didn't know what he was talking about. These are people who are legit. But let's continue. And like I said,
that inspector probably didn't know what the fuck he was talking about because he ain't the inspector of the building. What are you talking about? You brought this zesty ass deputy chief dude. We don't even know if he's the real deputy. We don't know if this nigga was real or not. He could have been the actor that you paid. She probably sitting in front of I'm bringing substance with no mirror in a powder mirror.
Well,
I had to bring it for you to believe it.
Marianne?
I'm bringing powder mirror.
They did
Disrespectful.
and do an
Look at
inspection on the process that
Look
has
at his
to be
lip.
done for you to pass it.
Look at his dry, crusty lip.
Certificate.
And look.
You said he had dry, crusty lips, and you didn't see the last interview that you did? Did you not see the crusty ass nigga on your screen in that last interview? You ain't seen none of that, did you? He crusty because he talking about you, but you ain't seen nothing about that actual crusty nigga on your screen when you did the interview. Oh man.
Look at that head. Look at that egg head. Same shape with the egg. I can't even make this up. Look at that.
Once you get the
Look at that.
when you're rescheduled,
I speak 4 languages, and he's trying to make fun of the way.
Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Miss Independence say the deputy chief was real, the real guy. It matches his pick. Okay. Shit, I can be wrong. I don't mind being wrong.
to bring
Isn't that sad?
everything you got violations
Isn't that sad? This man has nothing going on in his life. Absolutely nothing.
Now,
He probably lives with a woman or live with his mom. This is an unemployed person. And I can reassure you.
So you're making shit up about people. Again, you don't know this man's financial situation. You don't know if this man's employed or not. You don't know if he lives with his mom. You know nothing about him, but you're making shit up. Just completely making shit up. And we supposed to believe you about Umar? We just watched you in real time make up some shit about this dude. Yeah, she speaks 4 languages. They ain't got nothing to do with you umming. They ain't got nothing to do. Do you pronounce your S's in those languages too? I'm pretty sure you don't.
This man probably never even feel income tax. Now look at that. He's just sitting there. Now, it's my video. He's making content off my video. Ever since I started this stream, I've been talking. Look at him. He has nothing to add, no value, but he sits there and then he'll pause the video and then he's gonna repeat what I say. Look at him. Look at this fool. Look at this ignorant man.
Like foreigner
It's
against
sad.
Black America.
It's sad.
No.
Look at that. Look at that.
Okay, now she said that Umar Johnson was talking down on the building inspector. Let's go here because he did say he was talking about this Jamaican inspector guy, right? Let's go here.
And
Check
then
this out.
he
This
paused
is, of course,
and he brings what I repeat.
Baba David.
He
Let's see
repeats what I
him and
repeat.
Umar Johnson had to say about
And look,
the
he put fair use.
Jamaican
He
African
thinks by
building
putting
inspector.
fair use, he's doing something. This man did no research, no footwork. Just take someone's hard work after they put the effort in making a content.
Right. You put so much effort and hard work into your lives, Marianne. We'll give you that. You put so much effort and hard work into lying to the world. Okay. What effort are you putting? I mean, like, what are you talking about? You claim that this man paid you to leave him the fuck alone, and you won't leave him alone, and now you mad because people calling you out on it? You lied, lady. How is that not registering to you that you fucking lied? And then presented fake fucking checks. And then you keep claiming that he did pay you to leave him the fuck alone, and you won't leave him alone. Like, what do you mean? You're crazy. You are very crazy. You need psychiatric help. You talked about sitting out front of FDMG with a piss bucket just to stalk Umar. So you finna drive, you finna catch a plane from Cleveland all the way up to Delaware with a piss bucket to stalk Umar. And ain't nobody allowed to say nothing about that. Ain't nobody supposed to think you psycho. You are out of your you are out of your corny filming mind. You seriously need some help.
And he sits in the box in a corner, and then he tears it down. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I'm his superstar. I'm his superstar because this man stay on my channel. He takes my video, and then he sits in the corner, and then he tears my work down. When you go to his channel, all Marianne videos get hit. They come to his channel checking for me. You should be embarrassed, sir. You should be embarrassed.
So you're not doing the same thing to Umar? You see how hypocritical this lady is? You see how hypocritical you are, lady? You are stalking the fuck out of Umar. You talk about going to a school. You calling around for this nigga. All he doing is reporting on the bullshit that you put up on your YouTube. You're actually calling people, doing interviews with deputy chiefs to talk about Umar, building inspectors to talk about Umar. You should be ashamed of yourself because you claim that this nigga paid you to leave him the fuck alone, and you're still stalking him. He must have hit your back walls when he hit that. If Umar did hit, he must have hit. He must have put it in your. You must have felt it in your stomach. He was tearing that ass up, wasn't he, for you to be acting like that? Or you wanted it, one or the other.
They come to your channel. They're checking for me. Look at this, unkept, ungroomed. Look at him.
And I noticed just by his behavior
He's
over the 7 years that we've had at school.
And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. Look at this egg and look at this man's head. Look at this brown egg and look at this man's head. I'm not trying to be funny.
No, there's a difference. You are trying to be funny, but you're not funny. There's a difference. You're trying to be funny, but you're not. It's the stupidest joke I've ever seen. Look at the egg. Look at the egg, family.
Occupancy. He said he would get back to me.
I'm not trying to be funny. Look at that. Same shape. Y'all see that? Y'all see that egg shape? Oh, terrible. Terrible.
Once I asked him to do a pre-walkthrough just a couple years ago.
What a loser. What a loser. What a bum.
Anything he think we need to focus on. And he said he would get.
Here we go.
Umar Johnson's blaming this African American building inspector who is.
And I said that in my video, and he's repeating.
Jamaican, I believe they all was talking about.
He's just repeating.
And so he's saying that this guy, Umar Johnson, is saying
that's the only thing. That is the funny part about it. She had an egg on deck. Lady, if you don't put that egg back in the refrigerator before you break it, you know them kids need their breakfast in the morning. You out there taking eggs out the refrigerator.
This man who doesn't know Umar Johnson from a can of paint is saying that somehow
he's simply repeating what was just said on the video.
Back to me, and he never did. And I have a whole list of things that he's done through the years that were kind of
what? This is so sad.
This kind of showed me that he wasn't supportive or interested.
And this person called himself a content creator. This is the prime example of a lazy content creator.
Lady, You call yourself a content creator and you out here presenting fake stories and fake checks. Right, eggs is expensive than a motherfucker. Lady, if you don't put that shit back in the refrigerator, will you spoil it? But like, bro, goddamn. How dare you try to judge any other content creator when your claim to fame is a fake fucking story with 2 fake checks? You going down to police, you pulling dumb remedial stunts, pretending like you talking to a detective. You even recorded a whole fake bank message, trying to convince the people that you really got paid from Umar. You have no right to talk about any other content creator. I ain't hear nothing this man said what that was a lie, but we've heard lies after lie after lie come out your mouth since you got on the internet.
I'm not going to put any effort, but I'm going to take your content, post it up, speak some trash, and then make a quick $50 or $40. See how sad? Pathetic. Seeing is believing. Look at those lips. Look how dry those lips are. I can't even make this up. I couldn't even make this up.
Lady, you talking about this nigga lip? Look how dry that wig you be wearing is. That wig you keep putting on top of your head. When you were sitting in the car, that wig was dry than a motherfucker.
Look at that egghead.
So there you go. Umar Johnson says that this Jamaican African is holding him up from getting the certificate. I'm sorry, the occupancy of certificate.
No vocabulary. This man has no vocabulary.
He hasn't answered back. He didn't want to give him a.
Did she really just say he has no vocabulary? Did I just really hear this crazy lady say this man ain't got no vocabulary? That's what I'm saying. She's focusing real hard on this nigga lips. But did she just say that he don't got no vocabulary? Lady, you've been running from the letter S ever since we got introduced to you. He doesn't have a vocabulary. The way you butcher the English language, which is your first language. I'm sorry, that wig was dry in the motherfucker, Savannah. When she was sitting in that car, when she first acted like she was going to the police station, that wig was dry as shit.
Pre-walkthrough inspection.
Repeating. So he's simply repeating.
Is being held up by
he's not saying African, or doing anything. All right, family.
Let us get back to Miss Marianne.
Yeah, you need Marianne. You need Marianne because your channel's been growing with Marianne's video.
Let's go.
I'm your superstar. Look at that. He slapped fair use. He think he's doing.
Did your channel grow? And grow without you talking about Umar, lady? We get more views on your video than you do. Oh, that was her hair that was all dry like that? Damn, that's even worse. But so without Umar, would we know who the fuck you was, Marianne? Without you doing a movie with Umar and then coming making up this fake ass story, would we know who you are? Would we even know you existed? I think not. So how can you get mad and say, "Oh, you're his superstar," and hey, you're his whole channel, and your channel is about your whole channel is about Umar. Look at your most viewed videos. It ain't got shit to do with you. It's all about Umar.
doing something. Look at that. He's just sitting there.
He's
He
blamed
sits in the
contractors.
corner while I'm talking.
Everybody
Contractor.
under the sun.
Look at
Now,
that. I
if
speak
he's
4
looking at the
languages
inspector,
and he's trying to put me
listen,
down.
This man went to this man's
This man
country and got
probably
a
never left his
whole
city.
citizen.
That's a good question, DJ. That's a very good question. Who the fuck is she talking to? Because she disabled all the comments. So who the fuck is she even talking to? Herself? The many voices in her head in Marianne land? Right. She says, but his head is smooth and clean, not like the Muffet Billy. Right.
Or visit nearby
Dual citizenship
neighboring
in
city.
Ghana. You understand?
You
No
understand?
one's picking on him.
I've been to 17 states.
We are aware, the entire internet is aware that Umar Johnson went to the country of Ghana and got his citizenship. Umar Johnson considers
So he's trying to
country of
show
Ghana
you
as his
that
homeland. So he
he's
went
trying
so
to
far
he's
as
trying to
to
show
go
proof
and get his
that
citizenship.
you're
He
not
had a
saying
whole ceremony
anything.
with him and
We
a
all
bunch of
know
other
he
people
went
that
to the
all
country
they
of
also-
Ghana. Of course, you all know he went to country of Ghana, but a lot of you did not know he built a luxury home in Ghana. You understand? I did the footwork. I got the receipt. But let's go.
got
Let's
their
hear this clown
citizenship.
talk.
So now Umar Johnson is a dual citizen of Ghana
Repeating.
and the United States of America.
Repeating.
All right?
He's simply
We all
repeating.
know that, right?
Hey, Mom, you didn't have what needed to be done.
Look at that. I'm talking and he's just sitting there. And then he's going to vomit what I say.
More than one violation for him to bring
What
it
a
up to
disgrace
court
of a
next
human
time
being.
They come out.
Look at those
You
lips.
understand? Next time they
Look
come
at
out.
those dry, crusty
No,
lips. He's
that
licking
man-
them.
Yeah, she is definitely honing in on this nigga lips. And how could you call somebody a sad excuse for a human being when you came on this bitch lying on a man because he won't give you no dick, allegedly? Paperwork and receipt. You ain't bring no receipt for nothing. All your receipt and paperwork have been fake and fraudulent. And matter of fact, you even calling over to Ghana to find out about the nigga house. Talking about you want to do a walkthrough and want to know everything that he upgraded. That is beyond crazy, lady. The fuck his house in Ghana got to do with any other anything? What did that have to do with it? You stalking all around for all the wrong reasons. It's supposed to be about exposing the scam. You stalking this nigga private life. Period.
He's licking them. You need Vaseline. You need at least 6 coat of Vaseline on those lips.
Into detail. The man's a city
Person
official.
can't even do
You
proper
understand?
grooming before
He
getting
has-
on
You need 6 coats of Vaseline on that dry ass hairstyle you keep wearing.
camera.
Protect himself.
With that
protect his
egghead,
son.
I wouldn't even show my face.
what
I wouldn't
did,
even show
we
my face.
focused For him to tell
Look at
us
him. That's an
where-
egg-shaped
where
head.
down the step. Now,
That's
we
why I
all
got
can
the little egg. I
look
couldn't
it up
even make this
ourselves.
up.
But I wanted to get it.
Look at this man's shape. Wait till he turned his head and look at this little egg.
What is what and what is what.
Look at this.
And
Look at
you
this.
guys
Look at this little egg and look at his
in the,
head.
Corner.
Unbelievable.
The
I
last
couldn't
show
even make
that
this
I did
up.
with Manny, you guys will
I couldn't
see
even
how
make
he
this up.
breaks down
Seeing is
the
believing.
step.
She really thought she was doing something too. Like she really thought she was roasting him. She thought she thought it was powerful, family. Powerful. She thought she was roasting the shit out of this man.
When they come out
Seeing
to
is
the
believing.
walkthrough,
Look
what
at
is
that.
it
He's just
they're
sitting there,
checking
idle,
off? What is
idle.
it that they're looking
Like,
off
do
in order
is
for
anything
you to
even
get
going
your
on upstairs?
occupancy
Just sitting there idle.
certificate?
Okay, the occupancy of certificate.
Again. And then that's all he has. Occupancy of certificate,
She's talking about
letter
this Urban
S, and
Corner interview
that's
that
all
she
he
did. Well,
has.
let's listen to the Urban Corner.
But I speak
interview
4
because
That's all he needs.
languages
it was kind of
fluently.
a
You
shit
see?
show.
You see?
But in any
But
case, we're gonna
when they
play it.
see
You don't speak 4 language fluently because you don't even speak English fluently. So that's a language right there that's right knocked out of that category. We ain't never hear you speak all those other languages, but we know you don't speak English fluently. She said, I speak 4 language fluently. No, you don't, lady. He clearly just you just admitted that you don't use the letter S and you all fucking day. That is not fluent language.
That you're flying like an eagle, they're gonna have to tear you down. It makes them feel better about themselves.
Certificate of occupancy.
Look at
Let's
that.
go.
Look at that. Again, holding another body of work, Urban Corner.
Special guest for you guys this afternoon. That's for Urban Corner.
Urban Corner, another
Manny, how was your weekend?
a project that I put on my page.
Fast forward a little bit.
Another piece of shit.
Unbelievable. No original, nothing original from this man. Absolutely zilch. This is really sad.
The building is
What a loser. I want you guys to see the face of someone who thinks they're doing something but not doing anything. That's a shame.
all right. Without further ado, we have someone who knows what they're doing. Okay, they've been
Look at him, just sitting there.
quite some time.
Sitting there,
Okay, and they've been certified.
soaking
by
up
all
the
people
information,
that's-
and then
make
he's
sure
gonna
they know
pause
what
the
they're doing.
video and vomit what he got off the video.
Soaking up what information? Chat GPT? Lady, what information have you put out there that was valuable to anybody? I'm not understanding.
We examine structural quality, fire safety,
And let me pause this.
To start a podcast with Riverside, all you need is a concept and a way.
2 months to get this public official to come.
2 months, y'all. 2 months it took her to get the public official. 2 months. But you speak English fluently.
To enlighten my audience, but look how destructive this man's gonna be. See,
Commercial or industrial
showing you is believing.
Thank you for that. So, the second question I have for you, what does
Look
a
at
plan review mean?
Look
What
at
does that mean?
Look at the hatred on his face.
Before construction
You see the hatred? You see that hating? You see that jealousy? Look at his face. Look at it. He's still licking them crusty lips. You need petroleum gel. You need some Vaseline. Licking it is not enough.
Now, this was the urban corner that you were discussing.
You need to lick that dry ass James Brown wig you keep wearing, lady.
Building inspector. This was April 9th. And it sounds like the man that she's talking to is actually that Jamaican African racist building inspector that Umar was talking about with Baba David. So, now that you have that information with that, let's get back to Marianne
Repeating
Lloyd talking more
information.
about
And he's back on me again. Repeating information.
Tell him, but he got violation. They're still being lenient.
Not
on
adding
him. But
anything
he
to this
wants go
video.
On people's
He lets me
podcasts
talk.
and talk about
Take the information that I gather.
What the fuck is he supposed to add to the video, lady? He's reacting to your video. Whether you like it or not, you put yourself out there with these bogus ass lies and expect people to just soak it all up and not fucking and not fucking react to it. You claim this nigga building houses in Ghana, you calling over there and you found how the fuck did you even find out the company if he was? How would you even know the company that he's using to build the house? How you get their number? That means you did some extremely stalkerish shit to get that number. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck would anybody need to be jealous of you for? Lady, I don't think you understand how crazy you sound. How crazy people know that you are. You fucking crazy. Keep talking about his lips dry. Lady, that dry ass James Brown wig you keep popping up with, and that dry ass rough and puff afro you be wearing? You know she had a pick in her back pocket.
And he vomits it back to you.
There's jealousy. No one's jealous of you, sir. There's no racism
So
against
once
you,
you
sir.
subscribe to
They're
someone
doing
like that,
their job.
I'm going to
And you
steal
should be
somebody's
happy.
content. I'm going to bring it and
Leniency
vomit it
was
to you.
given
Look
to
at
you.
him.
All you got.
And then he wants to make fun of the way I talk. Listen, when I talk, I don't even give slideshow. I don't do all of that. 32,000, 12,000. They sit at 30 minutes. 30 minutes. This man couldn't give you 20-minute conversation. He is not capable of doing it. See, when they can't do what you do, they tear you down. They hate.
Now, out of the 30
This is the face of a hater. Let me put.
You sound like Umar. You sound just like Umar. You sound just like Umar.
That little egg next to it. Let me put that little egg. Y'all see this? I can't even make this up. Y'all see that?
And she's just repeating the same shit over and over again. It's just her repeating the same shit over and over and over again. I think this is where I'm gonna stop that. I think I had enough nonsense for the night. I'm gonna stop it right here. We 3 almost 4 hours in anyway. She's not saying anything. She's just repeating the same shit over and over again. Look at his egghead. He's not family. He has no substance to add. Family. Look at his egghead. Look at his lips. Just keep repeating the same shit over and over again, lady. Just stop. Your roast game is terrible. But I'm getting off. But nobody wants to do what you did. You embarrassed yourself in front of the world. But I'm gonna get on out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. She said, "Wow, Mel look like Norbit." Oh my God. She said she definitely do look like Norbit. But shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that stopped by. Like I said, we live stream. There's y'all who make these lives lit. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, hype the video. It's your boy, the one and only Ribiel Ma'at. You just tuned in to Rim Rum TV and Rim Rum TV 2. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Until then,